Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Hey everyone, welcome. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining. We're going to get started in a couple minutes here today, our Freestyle Friday session. We're just going to go through the news real quick, and hopefully we have some snipers that want to step up and have a little one-on-one conversation, and maybe we can have some fun, guys. Okay, so we'll get started in 2 minutes. Just let me know that audio is good, because I am using my headphone today, and headset, whatever, and let's have some fun. Please use proper risk management on a Friday. Some of you guys have done really well, already hit weekly, monthly goals. You guys are getting some crazy pips, and let's not do anything silly on a Friday afternoon, so we can go in, enjoy our weekend, and we can do this again next week, okay? Let's have some fun. We'll get started in just a couple minutes.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
Recording in progress.
Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Thanks everyone for joining. It's 11 a.m. Eastern. It is Friday morning. Happy Friday to everybody. Juma Mubarak. Welcome, guys. And it is our last trading day of the month. It is January 30th. And when we start next week on Monday, it's a new month. It will be February 2nd. And it's also it's Ron's birthday. So we'll have an early morning birthday session Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. We'll come in, we'll go till about 10, and we'll have some fun. Okay, guys? So you guys are welcome to bring me my birthday gifts, anything you guys want. You guys can send them to me, and I will open them. I'm just playing. No, I'm just joking. As you get older, you don't get any more gifts anymore. I've noticed that over the years when I'm getting older, I don't get anything anymore, but that's all good. Guys, I'm gonna go for 2 hours today. I have to wrap it up at 1 because I just found out that it's a day off of school for both of my kids, PA day, and we're gonna go bowling. So if any of you guys want to join us, you're welcome to come have some fun with us. We're gonna go to the bowling alley and we're gonna have some fun. So, and today is also gonna be a very, very fun session with us. I'm gonna try and do these on as much Fridays as we can. We're gonna call them SST Freestyle Fridays, and what it's gonna be listening to others, not so where you're not just gonna be listening to me on the session. It's gonna be like kind of a one-on-one. Normally I do these like privately one-on-ones, but I want you guys to everybody to hear each other and maybe they have questions that maybe you have, and maybe everything can get answered, and maybe you can see how we do things around here, how we kind of coach and how we mentor our snipers. And if it's something you're interested in, then maybe you'll have a opportunity one day to step up too, and you can ask questions and go through it. Okay, so I'm not gonna kind of conduct the call. It's kind of, well, I'll be here to kind of like conduct it, but I'm not gonna pick the security. I'm not gonna pick the time frame. I'm not gonna pick the style of trading. I'm gonna allow that to the individual who steps up, and gonna just go with it. So today's the first time. Let's just see how it goes. We'll see. I hope just nobody is shy or nervous. That's the big thing, okay? But before we get to that, I just got to go through my daily routine here, and we will get to that. So first thing is, some finance. Bombardier sinks after U.S. threatens Canada with jet tariffs right now. So Donald Trump is on the tariff train again. He doesn't stop with this, but Bombardier is down 7% right now. There's someone new who might be coming in, so we might not be seeing Powell that much longer. We might be seeing this guy's face. So this is so Trump nominates Kevin Warsh to be the next federal chair. So it looks like this guy's taken over from Hassett, another Kevin Hassett. So this guy might be the new Fed chair, and that. Obviously, when we have FOMCs, we'll see this guy talking. So he might be coming in very, very soon. Okay. Imperial Oil hikes quarterly dividend. Q4 profit down from a year ago. Guys, Apple had their earnings yesterday. Right now, like majority of tech is down right now. Markets are red. You can see right here. S&P 500 is red 0.25%. Dow is red negative 0.4%. Nasdaq is 0.5 percentage down today. Metals is taking the big hit today. We've had that historic run. It bounced back yesterday. It made a good bounce right when we were trading those 1 minute analysis. That's when it kind of made a little bit of a bounce and came back up. But did you see it didn't come back to like some all-time high levels and things like that? So it's a lower high, and then again they pushed it back down. So gold is down over 5% right now. Silver is down. So basically metals are cooling off. That doesn't mean that there's a crash coming or things like that. It's got maybe a cool off period. Liquidity, money will flow into other sectors, and then maybe we'll revisit metals again and continue to go up, or it's got to cool off a little bit more. It's had a historic run. Remember, we were just trading it was like 2,500, and it almost got up to 6,000. So if you just cut those numbers in half, you'll find maybe a comfortable area where there's a point of control. But we'll see, guys. Geopolitics runs everything as well. So if things intensify, maybe more investors will flock again to metals and buy it on discount now. Okay. So lots going on. SanDisk, Southwest Airlines, Spotify are all in the news. So this is what I was just talking about. Trump names former Federal Reserve official Warsh as the next Fed chair to replace Powell. So this article was just released like 10 minutes ago if you want to read it. And there's your news for the day. In our Discord, we sent out a couple signals. Here was one: sell on gold just below 5,100, 5,097. Right over here, this is what it looks like. Okay, so we got there's the there's the big structural black bar that closed below. If you cut it in half and find the point of control, it's exactly where we're looking for the sell opportunity there. And then you see blue, black, blue, and then it continued to go back down. So it's still holding below that if you did a little red box there. And then we got that push down where it kind of came down. And again, remember yesterday we were looking at the 1 minute candles. There's a little bit of a bullish volume there from that wick. If you drew like a rectangle box, came right in there naturally. That's a pretty good significant drop. You see the moves on gold. That could be your daily goal right there. However, you know, there's the bounce back. If you don't do anything there, if you don't go to a break even, if you don't secure partials, things like this can happen. That's why we like to explain these things in a live environment so you're learning. And then there's where it bounced right back. But again, these areas are static, so we could look for another possible sell opportunity off of here. But we got to watch the candles. Here was where a big bullish candle closed above, and then when this one opened, you can see it didn't even do its job to break that wick and go higher. Then it came back down and closed right below. There's a bearish ignited candle. If I took the continuation like retest again right there, if I put in a sell, my stop loss would be above this resistance, maybe above this, maybe at the normal location where we place it for the signal idea. And then you can see it came back up. There was the retest and another big bar, cut that in half. You can see it didn't even come in there. Then it pushed right back down, broke that low. And once it broke that low, it started to come right back up. And then that was another leg down where you could have hit some few more pips, right? And again, if it comes all the way back up, I watch the same area. It's static. That's what we're trying to explain. So some of you guys are really in the Zoom group. You guys are really starting to understand how to utilize signals. Signals are very difficult for some traders to understand because they think just when you get the signal, that's it. They just go in blind, and that's not how trading works, guys. So you got to understand, even signals and trade ideas, they do require work. It's not easy, okay? But you still have to analyze. So most of you guys are starting to understand this, and you guys are doing much better, okay? So those are there to help you guys with your trading, but we want you guys to also learn how to trade, okay? This is our free Telegram channel. It's pinned at the top of YouTube for everybody. Thank you guys. We have 100 plus viewers on YouTube. If you guys can kindly leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. This is your free Telegram. It's pinned at the top. These are all the live sessions with myself here on YouTube, so you guys have it there. Guys, I'm going to go over this blog. It's for us today, so it's the SST Live Mentorship and Coaching Freestyle Fridays. So I just want to go over a few things that what we can get from when we do these. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for hitting the subscribe button. We hit 92,000 yesterday. Appreciate all of that. And guys, there's this history of gold bootcamp. So if you guys want to sign up, it's got to be this weekend, and Monday is the last day, because we're going to do this next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Each day is going to be minimum 3 hours. It will be recorded if you miss it, and then I'll put it on our website for you guys. So this bootcamp is basically, it's on us. It's free. What you get in this is you get a 3-month membership, so you can be with us for 3 months in the Discord on all the live sessions, on the Zooms with Dave and all the snipers, and you get free indicators and all the education and things like that required to become the best trader you can be. But let's learn about the history of gold. Gold is an ancient metal, and we'll learn all about it. And then the last day, the 4th day, will be on the charts, where again we can have a Q&A. We can do a thorough analysis, and you guys are welcome to ask any questions. And then after this, guys, we will be moving into our stock and options bootcamp, 5-day bootcamp. I'm super excited about that, but I just want to get this history of gold out of the way. If you're in the lifetime membership, if you're a lifetime sniper, you guys have access to this. You guys are welcome. Okay, so just click on the link here, or if you visit the website, there should be a link, or send us an email if you guys are interested. We would really love to have lots of you guys on this and to be part of our community, and we want to just say thanks by giving you guys this boot camp, okay? And I'll host it, and it's going to be we'll have I'm going to say it's going to be around this time. We'll do it around 11 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, 11 a.m. and we'll go till about 2. If we need to go longer, we can go till 3, but that's 3 where I got to cut it off, because then that's where I got to go grab my kids at school, okay? So let's make it for 11, starting at 11, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, guys, okay? And this is Dave, like in the New York session in the private Zoom with the snipers, hitting pips, and everything that you guys need is in here. Okay. I don't want to keep too much time, but when you come to the website, here's the pop-up, here's the boot camp, all information. So 11, the time 11 to 2, if we need to go till 3. I just did this tentative, and we're gonna start it next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. And that's for you guys. And over here, guys, I just want to go over today's blog. Okay, this one right here. So the SST live mentorship and coaching. So this is what I like to do on Fridays. Not every single Friday, but majority of Fridays, if we can do this. But I can do it on every Friday, but I need your guys' help. Okay, I'm gonna need some of you guys to step up. That's what these sessions are for. It's not for me, but they're for you. So let's just read this real quick. Learning to trade live with an experienced trader who has mastered the skill can be an incredibly beneficial for several reasons. Here's a detailed explanation with examples to illustrate these benefits. So SST, myself, Dave, will host live one-on-one interactions with snipers to answer any questions and take their trading to the next level. So also, guys, Liberated on YouTube messaged me and he said he'll step up. So with Liberated, what I did, because I'm going to do a private one-on-one with Liberated, and so I don't know if he's on today's call. I haven't got to that yet, but I messaged him, and I'm going to do one. So congratulations to you, bro. He said he quit his job and is taking trading to the next level and really wants to learn. So I love individuals that want to learn like that and are hungry to learn. It's well worth our time. Okay. So number one, real-time feedback. Benefit. What is the benefit from real-time feedback? You know, this is how I wished I would learn when I got to learn how to trade. I wish there was someone, if I had a question, they could answer it in real time right away. Instead of what I had to do was go back, I had to research it, I had to figure it out myself. If I could get a real-time answer and then I could continue to move on, it could further my education and expedite the process of learning. So benefit of real-time feedback. Immediate feedback in a live trading environment allows you to learn from both your mistakes and successes as they happen. An example, if you execute a trade based on a misinterpretation of a chart pattern, the experienced trader can point out the error immediately, helping you understand the nuances that you missed. Okay, I'm not 100% perfect. I'm not a guru, okay? But with price action, you guys saw yesterday, I can pretty much understand price action. And if you make a mistake, I can maybe correct it in real time right away. If I can't, you and I can maybe correct it. We'll figure it out. Like, we'll work together, right? Number two, hands-on experience. Benefit from this. Watching and participating in trades as they unfold provides practical experience that books and simulations can't fully replicate. So I love reading. I love like simulations and things like that, and back testing. Those are all fantastic ways of learning. But in my experience and what we do here at SST, we believe that like practical live environments, when you learn that way, you'll retain that information and you'll learn faster. So example of this: suppose the market suddenly reacts to unexpected news. We've seen that lately. An experienced trader can demonstrate how to adjust strategies on the fly. So that's why I love freestyle trading, because you got to adapt quickly. Imagine being on the 1 minutes and something dramatic happens in the market. There's a news drop and you see in today's market a 300 pip 1 minute candle and you freak out and you don't know what to do. You don't need to freak out. You know what to do. You need to relax. You need to stay calm and you need to analyze. So showing you real world applications of risk management and things like that. So these are things that us SST can help you with. Number three, strategy development. What benefit do you get out of this? You can learn various trading strategies directly from someone who has tested and refined them over time. I've done your back testing for you guys. Like Dave and I together, we have over 25, 30 years of experience in the markets. We've back tested for you guys half of our lives. So these things we know we can help you with. The mentor might show you how they use technical indicators to make decisions, explaining why they choose specific ones over others in different market conditions. So every indicator has its own use. There's trend indicators, there's volatility indicators, there's overbought, oversold indicators, there's volume indicators. Each indicator has a specific job, basically. So you need to learn these. I know a few indicators. I don't know them all. I don't use too much indicators. I'm more of a price action trader, but I'm still very familiar, as years ago I did use indicators in my trading. Okay. Emotional management. Benefit from this: trading live under the guidance of an experienced trader helps you manage emotions like fear and greed. I see a lot of new traders are affected by fear and greed. I am too, but you got to learn how to control these things. That's why trading with a plan, lowering your risk, then you can help eliminate these emotions, which can significantly impact trading performance. When facing a losing streak, you might be in a slump, you might have multiple days where you're losing. The mentor can guide you through maintaining discipline and sticking to your plan, as opposed to like revenge trading, getting pissed off, blowing up your accounts. Dave can help keep you level headed and keep you calm in situations like this, possibly sharing stories of their experience handling similar situations. I've been through these situations probably more than you. I've probably lost more money than all of you guys combined in the markets. I'm not ashamed of that. It happens, but I didn't know what I was doing at that time. So now I know what I'm doing. So for me to blow up an account today, then I would be absolutely distraught, because I did that when I first started trading, and I've learned since then. So I don't want to go back to trading reckless again, because it took me years to overcome that. So I've been through all this shit. I can help you guys with this. If you're going through it, don't be shy, guys. All traders have lost money. All traders have blown up accounts. All traders have gone through this. Okay. If I tried to have this conversation with my neighbor who's never traded before, they have no idea what I'm talking about, right? They can't really help me. But other traders are here. We're a community. We can help you. We're not here to judge you. Okay. Enhanced learning curve. Benefit of this: direct interaction with a skilled trader accelerates your learning curve, reducing the trial and error period many beginners face. Instead of spending months figuring out why a certain strategy isn't working, you can get immediate insights and adjustments from your mentor that align with current market conditions. So instead of wasting weeks and months in figuring out stuff, maybe come and join a community, and maybe you'll get immediate feedback. I'm not just saying from me or Dave. In the Discord, there's experienced snipers in the Discord. They can give you immediate feedback, and you can learn from everybody here. It's not just myself or Dave. Networking opportunities. Benefit: building relationships with experienced traders can open doors to exclusive resources, information, and further mentorship opportunities. We have extensive in our Discord. Let me put the Discord up over here. Like our Discord, the community right here, I'll put it on commodities, since that's what everyone's interested in. But everyone in here, it has some insight. Some of you guys are using prop firms. There's a lot of prop firm knowledge in here. There's indicators, copy trading, all this shit, risk management. Everyone's in here, different strategies. You can learn from a community, guys. Some of you guys are part of trading communities. Continue with that. It's good to be part of a group that is like-minded and doing the same thing on a daily basis. Okay, accountability and motivation. This is the big one. We hold you account here at SST. Okay, we don't sugarcoat. You saw how I can be very tough, loving uncle, but I don't want to. If you're doing something wrong, I don't want to encourage you, because I know you can lose a lot of money. So to be a trader, you got to have thick skin. Okay, you can't be a little baby. If someone says something, you can't get your feelings hurt. You got to understand. They're trying to look out for you. So we hold you accountable at this group. If you got soft skin and you're not ready for it, maybe this is not your group for you. Maybe you got to go to a softer group that will encourage you doing bad behavior. If that's what I'm telling you, we don't do that here. Okay, so I don't want to spend too much time on that. Here you get called out if you're screwing up. I hope you guys call me out too if I screw up. Call me out. That's the way it goes. Benefit: regular check-ins. We do daily lives. Myself, Dave, the Discord's 24 hours a day. Regular check-ins with a mentor. Myself, Dave, whoever, you can come check in with us. We're accountable to your learning and trading goals. Having a scheduled session with your mentor encourages you to prepare thoroughly. So that's why I like to do these Freestyle Fridays. We can have regular sessions, and we can encourage new snipers, maybe 1, 2, 3 per session, to come in and talk and we all learn from each other. It doesn't have to be the same person every single week. I don't want that. I want new people. I want to hear new voices every single week if we do this, okay? So, in summary, learning to trade with an experienced trader offers invaluable real-time insights. I'm a big believer in real live trading education. I believe that's the best way to learn. I did a few trades earlier this morning myself. I can now make a video and say, I did this, and just post it on YouTube. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice for me. It gets a lot of views and things like that. But you don't really feel the emotions. When I took that trade, you don't know if I was in drawdown, how I handled it, if it went directly into profit. You just don't know these things. You know, when we're in a live environment, we're taking live trades, you feel that. You see when I'm in drawdown, you see how I handle it. You see when I go into profit, you see what I'm doing to manage my risk. All of these things can't be made up in a live environment. That's why I love it. I wish when I was learning 20 years ago, there was more live traders. There wasn't. There wasn't even like live trading platforms. There wasn't like YouTube when I started trading and things like that. So I believe the age we're in with technology is the right age to be learning how to trade. And this is the time with the volume in the markets, especially gold right now, where you're seeing a scalper's paradise. 1 minute candles are boggling my mind in gold are 100 to 200 pips. Like you could, when I say this, someone's going to say, Ron, you're crazy. You can literally hit your goal in 1 minute these days, like just with gold. And someone's going to say, Ron, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, if your goal is 100 pips, my goal has been 100 pips for the past 15 years every day. I've been saying it's just been harder years ago because a 1 minute candle used to be 20 pips. Now you're seeing 100 pip 1 minute candles. If you target the appropriate candle and you know what you're looking for, you could literally hit your daily goal in a minute. That's how crazy these markets are getting. But you gotta have discipline because then it can get out of control and you can turn it into a Las Vegas casino. Okay, so guys, this blog is available here. Read this over the weekend if you guys got time. I'd like to get into it right now. If you guys can leave us a like and a subscribe, we do appreciate it, guys. It keeps us motivated to continue to come on YouTube and do this on a daily basis with you guys, okay? This April will be our 6-year anniversary on YouTube every single day, okay? Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday. Juma Mubarak. And guys, just listen to me, please. If you've hit your daily goals or weekly goals, just take the afternoon off. You don't know how mentally how good that is. Just take the afternoon off. Go into the weekend knowing that you had a good day, you had a great week of trading, whether you made money or you learned something. I promise you, you will take that momentum into trading into next week. Because if you trade right now, like let's say this afternoon, and you do something stupid, you do over leverage, you're probably going to revenge trade the last couple hours a day to make that back, and you might screw yourself over. You might put yourself in a trade that you can't get out of. Now you're holding it overnight. And let's say, for example, you're in a sell on gold and you're holding it, and you see in the last 4 weeks in a row, Sundays have gapped up and just and gone like a rocket. What happens if that's your situation this afternoon? You put yourself in that. And then you wake up on Sunday, Monday, you wake up and the market has blown up your account. You could have avoided that situation 100% altogether by just having some sort of discipline, okay? I've hit my weekly goals, okay? I've also hit my monthly goals. I can trade, yes, I can trade the next candle if I want, but I don't need to because that's why I have goals. I don't just set goals just to say to you guys on YouTube and to Zoom that I have goals. I actually adhere to my goals. Sometimes when I hit my goals, I don't want to even live trade. I don't want to come on because I don't want to do something stupid. Then I'm like, should I go live? Well, what do I do? Like, I'm going against then my rules if I do this. But that's why you got to understand having rules and being disciplined in trading. It means a lot. Some of you guys will not understand when I'm saying this, but when you guys learn discipline, you're going to go back and say, I know why this guy was saying this because it is true. That's why I want to wrap this call up, be done trading, go bowling with my kids, go have some lunch, and start enjoying the weekend. I don't want to be thinking about if I'm holding a position over the weekend, if I just lost money. It's going to be on my mind all weekend, and it affects everything. Believe me, if you guys have a trader's mind like me, you guys know these things. You're probably thinking of trading 24 hours a day, you know, but you got to learn how trading, don't let trading take over your life. Because if you don't know what you're doing, then it can become a bad addiction, okay? So this is gold right now. right? I'm not doing a top-down analysis or anything like that today, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the floor to a sniper who wants to have a conversation, and we're going to go with whatever security they want to look at, whatever time frame they want to look at, whatever trading style they want to look at. I want to talk to them a little bit. Maybe I'd like to learn a little bit about their background. First of all, they can introduce themselves, let us know how long they've been in the trading game for, let us know maybe their journey, how they met us, things like that, just to break the ice, and then we go in from there. Some of the people on Zoom, maybe I've never spoken to you guys before, maybe I've spoken to you guys. I don't know who, will step up, but if you guys do, just please don't be shy, okay? Don't be shy. I'm not going to ask you any personal information. I'm not going to ask you how much money you guys are making and things like that, because I don't like those questions. We're not here about financials. We're here to just talk and learn. And if you have questions, then maybe another trader or sniper will have that same question, but are just shy to ask it, and we can learn from each other. But we'll see where the conversation takes us, okay? Who knows where it will take us? It might take us to the bar down the street. Hopefully we don't go there, but hopefully we stick to trading, okay? I can talk about anything either. If you want to talk about sports, you want to talk about the Super Bowl, we can talk all about that as well, okay? So good morning. Welcome, Justin. Guys, Justin messaged me last night, like we were talking, and he said he's more than happy to step up, because I was kind of nervous. I didn't know if I was going to get anybody to step up. So Justin will be our first one, and then we'll go down the chain who wants to step in after that. So we have till 1 p.m., so we have a good 90 minutes, and we'll see how it goes. If we got enough, maybe we can do like 30 minutes each person, 45 minutes, 1 hour, whatever it is, okay? So good morning, guys. Zilvanas, good morning. Husky, welcome. Thank you for joining, brother. Husky, I see you have your hand up too, so you can be number 2, Amrit, if that's good. Justin can go first, then you can be second. I just saw Husky, you got your hand raised. So Amrit, you can join. Amrit's my fellow Canadian down the 401 in Toronto. Welcome, guys. Rob, welcome. Samuel, good morning. Mike, welcome. Welcome, guys. Yeah, you're a chatty Cathy like me too, Amrit. Me and you will talk for 12 hours, but we got to Guelph, my bad. Why is it I always think you're from Toronto? Guelph, you're Griffin, Guelph Griffin. Okay, I'll remember that now. Carla, good morning, welcome. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for joining. Welcome, guys. Jokalachus, hopefully I said that right. You're the first one. Welcome, Justin. Good morning. NTG, good morning. Welcome, guys. Baby Genius, welcome. I love the name. Thanks for joining. Liberated, there he is. Okay, so Liberated also messaged me yesterday on Instagram, I believe, and I messaged him back. So Liberated, me and you, we will schedule a one-on-one. It will be private, because I don't know, guys. I'm not a technology guy, so I don't know if the YouTube guys can talk to us. I know the Zoom guys can, but I'll figure it out one day. Hopefully, if maybe you guys can explain to me how I can get the YouTube guys to talk to us. But I'll do that one with you privately, Liberated, and I'll help you out personally, okay? Rumo, welcome. Sergio, thank you for joining. Thank you, guys. Baby Genius, welcome. Like smashed, iPad, iPhone, and TV account. Thank you. Did you guys catch the... no, I didn't do that. But good, guys. I see a lot of you guys have already done well. Okay, so let's get started. Justin, are you here? Can I ask you to unmute? And guys, I want, if you hear us, I want to know if YouTube, you guys can hear us. Zoom, you can hear us. Justin, can you unmute your mic? You there, boss?
Yeah, I just did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
All
First
right.
of all, can Zoom hear Justin? Yeah. Okay. Can YouTube? Can you guys hear Justin? Yeah. Okay. Justin.
Hey, Ron.
How are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna go bowling
Happy to
soon,
be here
so
as always.
I'm gonna teach the kids how to do some proper bowling. So I
Nice.
use those, what do you call them, on the bumpers? I use those.
Yep. Yeah.
So don't tell anybody, guys. I use bumpers when I bowl.
Okay,
Yeah,
Justin,
yeah, me too.
how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, if you can tell us a little bit about your like history of trading, not go into the whole history, but just how you found us, what's going on, how you were trading before, what style, just let everyone know, and then maybe how you're trading now, and then we can go from there.
Okay. Well, first off, I didn't really have a style when I started with you. I was trying to figure that out. I started trading in July of 25, the beginning of July, so I haven't been trading that long. Um,
Started trading
yes.
July of 25, so it's been six
Yes.
months.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yep.
You're a
And
baby.
yeah, so I sold all my businesses. I got rid of I had contracts with the state, got rid of all those, and I wanted to get into trading, and I dove right in, and I started doing it full time, just learning. And in the beginning, wasn't it didn't go very well. I blew multiple accounts and joined a different community that was quite a bit of money to to join it that I greatly regret. But and then I stumbled upon you on YouTube, and I was watching you for a little while, and then I reached out to you
Hmm.
because you were offering a candlestick class,
Yeah, I
open
remember that
high.
one.
Yep, yep, yep. So I reached out to you for that, and then the rest is history.
Nice.
I
And what?
just I dove in on the education, and
Yeah.
you know what I've been doing
Yeah, I know. So, yeah,
nonstop.
but I respect it. 6 months like in, and you're really, really taking advantage of learning the education, and we're kind of speeding up your process of learning. Like, you guys can
Right.
see 6 months, 6 months. But anyways, so just where are you from? Uh,
I'm from Rhode Island,
Rhode
the
Island.
USA.
Okay, so
Yep,
you see how
smallest state in
US
the
and
country.
Canada, you see how we're together. Donald Trump is trying to tear us apart. But, okay,
He's,
so what
he's never gonna
question?
tear SST apart.
Yeah. But okay, so now securities. Like I'm looking at gold. Normally, I trade Dow Jones. What's your security of choice? What were you trading before, and what are you trading now?
So I I only trade gold now.
Okay.
It's the only security I trade. My goal for this year is I want to get into US 30 and NAS 100
Mm-hmm.
because I found that price action is my strong point,
Why is that?
right?
Why?
I so obviously I pay attention to market structure, use fibs, and I just like fast movement. I want to be in and out,
Okay.
right? And I found I've tried different strategies, and as of now that's my strongest strategy right now is price action,
I'm
in and
the
out
I'm the
scalp.
same way. Like I used to swing trade and I like fast action. I don't know what it is. I think it's personality, like to get in a trade and get out and be done with it. I don't know. I think
Right.
that's how it helps me, my mindset. I don't know what it is, but that's why I tell you guys, like I have a scalper's mindset. It's different. Everyone says, well, Ron, why didn't you swing trade? I say, I can swing trade. Anyone can swing trade, right? I just got to look at the 4 hours. But I don't know how it is. If I go to the gym or if I go bowling right now, and then I look at my phone and then still in a trade. I don't know. I don't like it. I like right now to get in, get out of a trade, and be done with it and go on with my day. I don't know if that's the way, if it's just me or if it's you or if it's others, but that's why I tell
Right.
the most important thing in trading is to learn what style of trader you want to be. It's got to fit your personality. It's got to fit your schedule. You might have a busy life, and then you might have to be a swing trader or this or that. But that's number one. Like when the first webinar I ever did was, "What type of trader are you?" And you see when I teach you guys the candlesticks, we can just all candlesticks have the same characteristics. We can change the time frame, and you can swing trade. You can be an investor. You can be a scalper, intraday trader. But it's got to fit your personality. You guys saw yesterday on that 1 minute kind of analysis we were doing. See how fast they were going. You have to have that type of. If you want to trade that stuff, you got to be fast like that. You don't have time to kind of think and play games, and because the next candle is opening up. You know what I mean? So maybe that's
Right.
why it works for you too. I don't know. Maybe it fits your lifestyle and the way how your personality is too.
Yeah, no, it is. And especially as of lately with the baby and everything. So I've been pretty busy with that. And being in a trade and having to go take care of the baby, it's like that's pretty stressful, you know
It
what I
is.
mean? So scalping is definitely what I'm liking
So
a
you
lot.
figured out, okay, so like just going with it. So you figured out what is your passion. Now what I'm saying is just like master it. Learn all the
Right.
intricacies, be disciplined with it. Yeah, you're gonna make some mistakes, but your risk management is also where you gotta understand. As a scalper, and I'm saying this for me because I'm a scalper. I probably take more losses than most traders, right? Because I probably trade more than most traders. If you're a swing trader or an intraday trader, you might be looking for, let's say, one trade per day or three trades per week. I can take 10 trades like right now. You know what I mean? So you
Right.
got to have a good success rate too. Don't be so hard on yourself if you take a loss, because you got to know as soon as you take a loss, you got to forget about it, you got to analyze it real quickly, and then you got to be looking for the next pattern to get right back in. And then
Right.
as a
Right.
scalper, what goes with me, if I make a loss, my next trade is to recoup that loss. That's it. I'm not looking to hit
Right.
my daily goal at that point. My like the way how I move in the markets is if I take a loss right now, if I take a trade, my next trade is not to get to my daily goal, it's to just recoup that last loss. Once I get it, I'm back to break even. Again, as a scalper, I
Right.
can go out, I can grab a drink, I can go for a smoke and come back. The markets are still ready. And then I can come back and then it's to hit another profitable trade. If I do, I want to hit one more. And then as soon as I can get to my daily goal, I'm done. I'm done. And when
Right.
I tell people some days I can be done in an hour, I can be done in 90 minutes, I can be done in 30 minutes, I can be done in 4 hours. Some days I gotta, if it's choppy, I gotta sit and stare at the computer for 4 or 5 hours some days. But you gotta know how to have the proper mindset in all time frames of trading and know what you're looking for.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. I tend to like a lot of volatility. So I like when the markets are moving and I I sit there and I wait for like structure, like for it to hit like certain structure point. I don't just jump into trades. I'll
Hmm.
sit there for sometimes 20 minutes waiting, and then once it gets to my area of interest, I'm in.
Yep.
You know, and the thing that I found with scalping is you can't hesitate. You have to be in and out right away. Like open, close, open, close, open. It depends on your style of scalping too,
Yep.
right? I like to be in and out. And if I catch a good entry and I see it moving, then I'll stay in.
Yep.
You know, drawdown. If I go into drawdown, I'm out. I don't like I try to stay like in the movement of it. If it pulls back, I'm out.
So you
So
discovered that very early because you only got 6 months in the game, and for you to
right.
understand that this early, like it took me years to learn that concept. I used to hold on to drawdowns, like I didn't know what to do. I
No.
had a when I first started trading, I was a hope and prayer trader. I would get in a trade, and I didn't have the balls to close it out. I would just
Yeah, no, you know what?
hold it, and then I would add another order. And then it was kind of
Yeah,
like kind of like that gentleman I was telling you when I went for shawarma yesterday, where he had multiple. He was selling gold when it was at the highest point, and he kept stacking. And he couldn't. He had that same thing where he just kept adding sell orders and couldn't close them. So for you
right.
to learn that early is really really good.
Well, I stack too. I stack positions, but I once it's moving in the direction I want it to.
Yeah.
If it's going in the opposite direction, I'm out. I'll wait.
Yeah. See,
You
that's
know what I
again,
mean?
that's a thing
I'll
that you learned early. For some traders, when we're counter trading, we just keep adding more to counter. So you've learned everything. Like I don't know if it was from where you learned it from, but when it's a trend,
learned it from
you're benefiting
actually I
from the
learned that
trend.
from you.
But you're benefiting from the trend because you're trading with the trend and you're adding multiple orders. Like that's perfect because that's how you can get your daily goal faster. If you figure the trend and you know how to trade, you can add more trades with the trend, and you're getting, obviously you're making more pips that way. But if you have the opposite mindset and you're counter trading and you're adding more positions, counter trading, and you're going against trend, then it's going to put you further in drawdown, further in drawdown. And that's that mental game.
Right.
It's hard to get out of that because you're seeing that you're losing money. And if you close that
Right.
position, you know that's it. That money is gone. If I'm in drawdown and I still have it open, I haven't lost the money yet. So there's always, I'm still
Right.
praying that, oh my God, it's going to come back to break even. But the market knows this. The market, you know, when they play with you where it comes almost to where you enter and then boom, they slam it back down. Then you go through
Right.
that shit
Yep.
again, and then it comes back up again and you're like, oh fuck, I'm going to get there. It's going to get to my break even. Then they slam it back down. The market
Yep.
knows the psychology, right? That's why it trades in pattern behavior. It knows how you and I, as retail traders, how we think. So that's why trading is more of a mental game than it is just looking at candlesticks. And Justin,
Right.
you've learned this at a like I wish I learned it as quick as you, but it took me good 3 to 5 years to get what you've learned in 6 months.
Well, obviously I'm still learning. Um,
I'm still learning today.
I
You know, everyone on this
I
call is
u-
still learning.
you know what I do too? I utilize demo accounts as well. So I jump back and forth between my live and my demo. When I'm in a groove, I jump on my live account and just to like practice strategies, I found that that helped me tremendously, right?
Why
And
is that?
some
Elaborate
people
more
might,
on that, because a lot of people say if you use a demo account, you're a pussy. If you use a demo account, why is it if you use a demo account, you know it's working for you, and others they get made fun of if they use a demo account?
I don't care if anybody makes fun of that, but
I don't
I
either,
use it
but
as a tool.
yeah,
I use it, I use it as a tool.
right,
That's what it's there for, right? To practice strategy. That's what I use it for. Um, so if I want to practice price action, say, right? I sit there for potentially hours and I practice price action.
yeah,
And I did it so much that I got to the point where I'm like, I have like you've seen it. I have like almost a like 95% win rate with that, right?
yeah,
Which is insane.
it is.
Um, and I can prove that just this week alone.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So guys, like just right there, you're hearing it not from me, but from Justin. Like demo counts. Even Sergio, I'm reading in the comments. Sergio said that's perfect. Once I hit my daily goal, I switch to demo. That's the way how you got to
Right.
do it. You hit your daily
It's smart.
goal, so you made your money trading. Now, instead of risking your daily goal and going back in the markets, now you switch to a demo. You can still learn the intricacies of trading practice, but now you're doing it on demo count and you've already made your daily goal. That's the mindset we all have to have on here. That's why we trade. We
Right.
trade to hit our daily goal, but if you still want to continue to learn, don't use your live account right after you hit your daily goal, because with the next candle you screw up again, you're going to go in that cycle. You're going to get pissed off, revenge trade, then you're going to blow your entire daily goal, then you're in drawdown, then you're not going to stop, then you're going to do over leverage, you're going to do silly things after. I know how it is. I went through this cycle
Well,
for years.
here's the other thing too. When you do practice with a demo account, you have to use I suggest that everybody use it as it's their live account.
Yeah,
Don't just say, "Oh, this is a demo account. Who cares? I'll open another one." Don't
yeah.
think that
Well,
you can't think that
that's
way.
the same thing
Yeah,
with like prop firms. Prop firms and demo accounts are very similar. A lot of guys what I had to help with, they would open prop firms, try and pass it in a day over leverage, and learn how to trade all with bad habits. And then I'd say, why did you do that? And they're like, I don't give a shit. It's on sale 90% off. I'm like, but that's not the mindset you got to have. Because if you
no,
learn that style of trading, then when you do get funded or you do go live, that's how you're going to be learning how to trade. So guys, it doesn't
well,
matter if prop firms are only $40. You still got to treat it as if it's a real, let's say a $10,000 account, and that's your $10,000. You got
well,
mindset is everything.
yeah, and this is the way I think about it. I don't trade prop firms, but if I did, why wouldn't I want to like build that past that prop firm, right, and open another one, and then you copy trade,
Yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah. No, I
and
understand.
then
I don't trade with a prop firm myself. 'Cause after that, after I got screwed out of my payout a long, long time ago, I lost confidence in them. But
Right.
Okay, so that's awesome. Justin, do you have any like questions about regarding anything that I can help you with, or um, you're
I
doing everything
so
proper right now? Like you're doing really, really well.
right now I don't. I mean, I have millions of questions, but I'd rather put like the questions that I've had in the past that like things that I've learned from you and just I just want to ask questions that I've learned, but I want the newer people to learn the questions that I've had in case they have the same questions and they're kind of shy to ask them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
The biggest thing that I learned in trading was paying attention, look left, pay attention to market structure and learn how to use your fib.
Your fib. Okay, so
Fib,
you're a big, okay, Fibonacci. So
yeah, the fib for zone to zone trading,
so this
and
tool right
it's in
here,
the
this
like all over
Fibonacci,
the Discord.
this is the tool right here.
A
How do you
game
have it
changer.
set? What's your style set on? You got just the standard setting?
Standard, yes.
So you got
Yep.
it set up like this. So you've
Yep.
got the 1, 7, 8, 6, 6, 1, 8, 5, 3, 8, 2, 2, 3, 6, and 0. And when
Yep.
you use these, do you use like each level like as a point of interest? Like what if it comes down, like let's say we're moving from here, when it comes to the 236, are you looking at this as like a resistance and maybe it pulls back and then it
Yep.
drives to the next
Yep.
one? Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And then you
Yeah,
put,
so depending on the which trend it is, if it's an uptrend, you go from swing low to swing high or
right?
swing high to swing low,
Hmm.
right? And you find your zones on that, and obviously you have to look at market structure as well.
And what do you find when it
Um,
gets to this 50% level? Like when it gets to right in the middle, right at the cut it in half. Do you find that it does anything there, or do you find like,
yeah,
yeah,
yes. Sometimes it'll either bounce down and like and then it'll retest the previous structure,
yeah,
and
like
then it might make one or two times to break through it, right?
yeah,
It might test it a couple times before it breaks through, and then it goes right to the golden zone.
yeah. So the golden zone is this zone right here, guys. Um, like right over here. I'll make it gold. Why don't we do that? Okay, so this is the golden zone. Number one. Okay, so when you're using this fib tool, these are all mathematical numbers. That's why, like math, trading is math, okay? Trading is probabilities. So this is a great tool to use. Even if you're a beginner or you've been in the market for 50 years, this is a fantastic tool. Numbers don't lie. So the 236 is a Fibonacci ratio, 382 is, the 618, 786. This 0.5 is not a Fibonacci ratio, just putting it out there, okay? It's just half of whatever we're measuring, that's the half point, okay? So it's the psychological middle. Markets are also very psychological. So when we have psychology and math together, we can be very good at trading. So this is the golden zone from either the 618 or 382. This whole zone right here, that's your golden zone. And the reason why it's called the golden zone is this is where a lot of pending orders are sitting. Okay, so if we're coming up from like an uptrend where it's making this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher, this is then it's in here. So this is has a high probability it'll possibly reverse, like it can come back down and then go back down to where the original trend started. Okay. However,
Right.
if it breaks through here and it picks up all these orders, then it could possibly move to the right here to the 786 and then pull back. And then this could be like a strong golden demand zone where it pulls back in here. Then it's getting filled with pending orders to take us all the way up to there. And the same is opposite if it's coming down. So let's say we're in a downtrend and we're coming from up here, coming down. Once it gets into the golden zone, it could bounce right there and then come back up to break for a new high. So there's the healthy pullback. You know, when we always say you want to be patient, you want to be disciplined, the pullback buyers, you know, the pending orders. I don't want to be a FOMO buyer like buying the highs. I would love to buy on discount, but you got to wait for it to come in there. You got to be patient. Okay. Do you find that your patience is what's paying off, or
100%, yeah.
yeah?
And that was one thing, like that's something that I had to like you have to teach yourself that really. It takes a while because when you first get like start trading, you just want to get into it, right?
Yeah.
sometimes you sit there for a while before you even take a trade. You're
Yeah.
just waiting,
Yeah. Well,
you know?
that's basically what trading is. You're waiting to get paid,
Right.
right?
Right, exactly. You're right. Or
Yep.
you're waiting for some volume as well.
Yep. So, and this is where the majority of the volume is sitting. If you kind of use like a volume profile, you'll see majority of volume, big bar volumes are produced in here. Why is that? Because this is where a lot of the pending orders are waiting. There could be, and they're all orders, okay? They could be sell orders that want to get filled down to make it go down, and they could be pending buy orders that get filled to maybe take it back up. There, and that's what delta will help clarify. If you have like delta profile, it'll tell you once it transacts with all of these orders. There could be buy limits, buy stops, sell limits, sell stops. Stop loss orders are also active orders that are pending that can get activated, and that then at the end of that bar or session, whatever it is, then it will give you a delta reading. If it's positive, it's telling us that the majority of those pending orders were positive, so could go to the buy side. If it's negative, then it's negative delta. Majority of those could have been sell side orders to take it to the sell, to take it further down bearish. Okay.
Right.
But yeah, Fib tool is excellent tool, guys. I hope everybody utilizes like a Fibonacci. I also use it for the point of control. Also, when I'm looking
Yeah,
just for the POC.
I do too, yes. Yep.
Yeah, so that's the POC, like right there. So whenever I'm
Yep.
cutting a candle in half, let's say for example this big black one right here. Okay, so this one push down, push down. If I'm looking for this one, the POC, I use my Fibonacci tool, right? And it tells me exactly what I need to know. Okay, when you get really good at this, you're going to be able to just eyeball it and know where to cut it in half. Okay, so again, there
That's
it is. So my cut point is obviously the 0.5. I'm just cutting it in half right there. And then my next thing is to find the point of control. So it's basically I'm finding the golden zone of that candle. Let's
right.
state it that way. So there's the golden zone, point of control. Again, Justin, you're new to trading. So you see how like I can call this box 10 different things. And do you see
Right.
how it can maybe confuse you? If I call this a point of control, golden zone, like just a Mickey Mouse zone, all these different names. That's why I say, guys, names can confuse you. Just understand what we're doing here, and that will help you so much more. So,
Right.
what I get from
I
this
just call it the point of control.
point of control, perfect. So this is the point of control. Then I just go with it. If it's the point of control, who closed out the candle? The sellers. So then it's the seller's point of control. So if it ever comes back and rotates back up here, this is the way how my mind works, Justin. If it ever comes back up here after the sellers have controlled it, then they were the ones that pushed it down, so they want to protect their position. It's like when I take a trade, I want my trade to be protected. What can I do? I can add another sell order. So when I do this, I
Right.
multiply it by 1,000,000 because it could be an institution doing this. So if an institution breaks it down, they want to protect it because they're the market movers. So when it comes in there, I guarantee you, well, not guarantee, I can't guarantee anything, but it's got a high probability that there's possibly more delta negative sell orders in there. And then there it is where it comes back up, big blue candle, blue candle, blue candle. And then you see right in there at that 50%, that zone, the buffer, and then they push
Yeah.
it right back down. So I could have sold. If I didn't get this sell, that's what I mean. You wait patiently. It took 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That's when I also talk then. You got to be aware of your new 30-minute candle, your new hourly. Everything moves like on a higher time frame. And then when it came in
Right.
there, if I bought like that breakout right there, I would have been stuck in drawdown and possibly lost. But then I'm buying on impulse when it's trading in that zone. And then I could have added another sell order. But when it's coming down too, you got to understand that it like this was the lowest point kind of it got to down here, right? And it didn't break. So, just because it's coming down and I'm in a sell, I also have to acknowledge that there's buyers still building from the bottom. You know what I mean? And then when I stretch it into the future, that's another thing why I learned to stretch these things into the future. Because look, it came in there again, rejected, rejected, rejected. Learn your wicks, guys. Learn your wicks because they tell you the language of trading. Came in there, rejected, and then started to move back down. And look, started that downtrend where eventually it started to break that zone, and there's the big black candle again. I could have cut that candle in half. That's the structural candle right there again. You see where it pulled back in there and then dropped again.
Right.
Right. So, and then just keep stretching these things into the future. And Justin, do you utilize like adding an alert at this location, or do you do that, or
Uh,
no?
yeah, especially so remember what was it like 2 weeks ago? We were consolidating in I forget which range it was in. It was I believe we were around 4,600. It
Hmm.
was about a week we were consolidating. I was just scalping that
Yeah,
zone up and down, up and down. It was like a yo-yo.
yeah. Yeah, that's all you got to do, like a yo-yo,
But
until it breaks down, okay? Because it comes down there. That's why too, when it's like a yo-yo, if I'm gonna sell and it's coming down there, that's why I'm doing something there. I gotta either close my sell position, or take partials, or bring my stop loss break even. Because look, when it bounces, then I say goodbye to all of my money. And then then someone will say, well, Ron, it came in there and then it went back down. Okay, yes, it does, but I over the years I added up how much money I was leaving on the table by so, and then I said it's not working for me. I don't want to. I want to get as much money out of these markets as I can. If I can get that leg down and then it comes, I could possibly, then I learned how to buy a leg back up. Then, but I knew when I was buying where I was coming into. But that's where I go with, let the candle prove to me. If I see a blue candle come up through there, bullish candle like right there, if it came through and it closed above, that's why I say, guys, I don't screw around like with the size of the zone. I just change the color. It's a point of control. Now the buyers have the control. They got the point of control. So that point of control zone, what I do is I just make it to represent buyers. So there's the candle that, let's say, hypothetically came out blue, closed above, and then I wait for the pullback. I wait for it to come in here because I know when it's pulling back in here, pending orders are now adding in the market. They're developing. If you have a level, like if you have a depth of market, you can see that this zone is probably populating with buy orders. And then when it comes in there, maybe it comes back up. Maybe it comes up and it's an equal high, can't break there. There's the double top. So when it comes down, double top traditionally has the more volume to break and push down. However, if it's holding, there's the bottom, it's secured, and then this one would have more volume and then start the breakout, right? So, but
right,
everything would be traded off of this zone. Whether you're a buyer or
right.
a seller, you can use this to get you in. I'm not saying every trade is going to be profitable, but this is the high probable area to be trading. And then one way to do it is like this, just where I go right in the middle. I don't know, Justin, what you do. Do you place like an alert right at the top, at the bottom, or the middle? Remember the point of control. So one is the
Um,
ratio above, one is the ratio below, and then one is just the 50%.
Yep. So on resistance, I place it below.
Okay.
On support, I place it above.
Okay. So yeah, but that's all preference, guys. Whatever you feel comfortable. You can place one right there. You can
That way,
place it at the bottom.
I do it that way so I know when it's coming
Okay, perfect.
before it gets there,
Okay,
right?
so if I'm going to place it right there, right click, add my alert, it's there. So that alert is there for basically forever until
No,
whatever.
I would see that resistance. I would place that under it. I would place the alert under it,
Right there.
right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, for the resistance. So it's
Right.
all, yeah, one up there, one down there. You can do three. I do this, Justin. I don't know why. I place it at the right in the middle. Like I don't
Okay.
know why I do that, but yeah, maybe I should be doing it like you guys. One at the top, in the middle, and the bottom. At least it can give me, because sometimes it will come down. I'm waiting in the middle, right there. You get it, you get alerted, and sometimes it's got a wick right at the top. But I'm waiting for it to come inside there, and then give me the
Oh,
alert.
you're saying if it's coming from above down,
Wherever it's
I would
coming
place.
from. If it's coming from above
Right.
down, or even if it's coming like this right there, you're right at the
Yeah, right.
resistance. And
Right. That's where
I'm
I would
still,
place it for
yeah,
resistance.
I'm still right in the middle there. I don't know. It's just,
Right.
that's again, like the way how I do it, the way you do it, someone else does it. It's
Uh,
all
yeah.
personal preference.
All right. So you see that second retest on right there? Yep. Yep. Up
Yep.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't have hit your alert right there. That's why I place it below.
You're correct. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. See how I would have missed out on that? Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but again, okay, so now if I missed out on that, what do I do? What
You
would you do
wait.
if you missed out on that? Would you just jump
I would
in
just
and
wait.
wait? Yeah, that's the answer, guys. It's gonna happen to everyone. You're gonna see your A plus setup and you're gonna miss it, but you can't just, force trades. You got to wait it out. You got to either wait and see what happens if it comes back down to the green zone or if it breaks this one. Unless you know what you're doing, then if you're waiting, then you get the big structural bar, that one. Maybe you could trade off of that one, because you can see it came back up, came back down, and then pushed down. But and then again, Justin, do you measure your moves when you're going down? Because you said you're a scalper. Do you just hold the trade to go where it's got to until you're happy with profit, or what type of plan do you have when you're entering a trade? When you're in a
Um,
trade, do you have a plan?
so honestly, I just pay attention to price action. If I see it starting to reverse, I'm out, right?
Okay.
Um, some trades I catch 40, 50 pips. Some I catch 100, 200 pips, right? I'm okay with getting out of a trade, and if it keeps going, whatever, I'll re-enter. I don't care, right?
Hmm.
I just want to collect the pips.
Exactly.
Um, so I'm not really worried about trying to catch a long move. I do catch them,
Yeah.
but it's not my main focus, right?
Yeah.
I'm like in and out. I want to catch 50, 60, 100 pips. I'm done,
Yeah.
right?
Do you
Well,
do
not
a
done.
top-down
I'm,
analysis when you start trading? Okay,
yeah.
walk me through you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready, you make your coffee. When you go to sit down to get ready to trade, what's your daily routine? Is it
Well,
something you stick to every day? Is it the same shit like I do, or every day
yeah.
it's, yeah?
Well, my top down is done the week prior, right? On Sunday. And then like day to day, I look at the market. Usually the first thing I do when I wake up is like look at my phone real quick to see before I even go down to the office,
Yeah.
see what happened while I was sleeping. And
If you are sleeping.
yeah, well, there's been a lot of nights I
Yeah.
didn't, but uh and then I go down to my computer, mark out my zones, see how the market's moving, and I take it from there, you
Yeah.
know.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Do you want to like share your chart or anything and show how you do your analysis for us, or you want to do that on another session,
Yeah,
or
we can do that at another time. But
okay.
another thing I wanted to mention
Yeah.
too is risk management is definitely a game changer. I know you preach that, and I didn't do that in the beginning, and I was blowing my accounts. But risk management is definitely something that you everybody should take seriously.
What's
So
your risk
when
management for
I
the day?
my risk management for the day,
Yeah, like when you're
um,
trading, what is your like how do you follow it? What keeps you disciplined to
I
stick to
follow
risk
it.
management? Where others are like I had someone on the call, they blew up their entire account, right?
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to do that. So like I'll set a stop loss right away, but if I don't like the way it's moving, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll just close the trade,
Yeah.
right? And I'll just look to re-enter at a different
Yeah.
uh price point,
I
right?
do like
Um,
sorry to cut you off, Justin, but I do that in my trading too. Like let's say for example, I get in a trade, I don't like what it's doing, I exit it. I don't allow it to come down and hit my stop loss. I don't have an ego when I'm trading and things like that. But when I do it on live with like with YouTube and you guys, when I do it, someone said to me, "Ron, you're not sticking to your plan. Why did you get out without sticking to your plan?" And I have a difficult time of trying to explain this to someone. Sometimes it doesn't. It's yeah. It's my plan is to go down to target to make some money. But if I see that like it's getting a wick, a wick, a wick, I know what those wicks represent, right? If I like right now in this situation, if I'm trying to sell, keep it going down. I know
right,
my plan is to come down here, but I see a
right,
wick, a wick, a wick. It's telling me that those pending orders are accumulating on the buy side right now. So maybe if I don't like the way how it's going, I can exit it right now and take a minimal loss as opposed to losing all the way down to my stop loss, for example. But then someone
right.
says, "Ron, you didn't stick to your plan." But sometimes you know, I don't know how to explain this.
Well,
Maybe you can.
when you're educating live, that's difficult because you're trying to teach people trading and you know what's going on with the wick analysis, right? I understand it now. But you're trying to teach trading and that's difficult doing it live, right? So I understand why you might do that once in a while.
And then I
Um,
hold it to show, okay, yeah, I'm in my plan, but then it comes in, hits my full TP stop loss down there. Where I know when
right,
I'm
right,
trading, like I trade, sometimes a lot of times I trade before I even come and trade with you guys. I'm trading. But I don't know how to explain it, guys, but I think you guys need to learn this too. Just because you set your plan, the plan can change, right? You know, like if I'm driving somewhere and I set my GPS and it says you got to go from here to there, maybe there's a detour. I don't know, and maybe I got to go somewhere else, right? So the plans change. Like I'm not a trader, just set it and forget it. Put my buy order, sell order, stop loss, and just sit back and relax and just watch it. I'm not. That's not the way how I trade. I told you guys I follow candle by candle by candle, and if I see something that I'm not liking or it's developing against me, what I can do is maybe close half of the trade, and then what I'm also doing is when I'm doing this is I'm reducing my risk. You know,
right, exactly.
I'm not exposing myself too much to the market. And if I do that, and like let's say I get out and it does go down to my plan, then I got to learn from it. Then I got to learn. That's why I got to go back and learn. Why did I get out originally and why did it go to plan after, you know? So that's where I say trading is life education. It's ongoing. Every single day, every trade you take, you're going to learn something about yourself. You're going to get better, you're going to learn from it. Then maybe I might be holding trades longer, you know? But you'll learn.
Right. Well,
Eh,
I'm glad you said that. You got sometimes you have to change the plan. That's why I try not to have a bias, right? I pay attention to structure and price action.
yeah.
I'm considering myself as a price action trader, really.
Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm just gonna see, do you guys on YouTube or in Zoom have any questions for Justin? Um, Let me just, Justin, I don't know if you have the chat open, but I see it on Zoom. I'm just looking here. Um, let's see.
Yeah, I have the Zoom up. I'll put the
Sergio, you're a fib guy too. Yep. Watch the candles dance. Yeah, it takes two to tango. You and the candles. Emirates, yeah, I'm giving away your sauce with the Delta. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll get Amrit on here and he'll explain Delta to us. Amrit is the Delta champ over here. We'll get him.
I use Delta as well.
Sergio, ever since you reduced your contract sizes and not holding trades, it changed my entire life. Okay, so just reducing sizing, you know, everyone wants bigger and thinks bigger is better because you're going to make more money, but the losses are substantial when you up your size. It plus the emotions, the panic, you know, if I go and draw down and I'm taking a larger size, if you just go in a comfortable size, you're not sweating it out, you know, you're watching it when you're in drawdown. That's why I tell everyone before you even start your day, no, like me, I'm speaking for myself now. When I start my day trading, I'm risking 1% of my entire account. Now I got to break it down. Now 1%, am I taking 5 scalps today? Am I taking 10 scalps today? Am I taking 1 scalp today? So then let's say I'm taking five scalps. So then I break that 1% down, divide it by 5, I get 0.2%. So my first trade I'm taking is 0.2%. If when I get in that, I'm not panicking because I'm still well within my limits. It's reduced. If it does go to target, I'm up 0.2% for the day, and now I try to look for another scalp, another trade until I get to my daily goal. But yeah, reducing sizes, guys, is big. What else we got? Timmy, we can be in a winning trade. All of a sudden, some type of news is released and it does the opposite. That's worth forever changing game. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. Like I could have a bias coming down. All of a sudden, you know, Donald Trump comes out and says something, and like this candle, maybe it came down. Donald Trump, you know, said something that we got a new Fed chair right now. Like let's say he announced that, and then it came right back up, and then this huge bullish candle going up through here. Like things like that, you got to adjust to breaking news and things like that.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's why you always have to set a stop loss no matter what.
100%. There's traders till this day that don't use stop losses. In my opinion, is that's like suicide in trading, because the markets have so much more capital and leverage than you. And someone says, "Well, Ron, I got millions of dollars." I say, "That's fantastic. You got millions, but I'm sure institutions and this have multi millions, if not billions, so they can liquidate anybody in here." I've seen Fidelity get liquidated. If you guys remember back in the day with like GameStop and when they were putting that, the Reddit army and everyone that was going with those they $2 billion, Fidelity got liquidated. Like no one is safe here. Okay. So just understand that, but trade with a stop loss. Like just put it where structure is. Okay. You can put it above wicks. If you put it higher, then just lower your risk. It's simple mathematics. Lower your sizing to make up for that difference, right? You can still have the same amount of money you can lose, but you can just give it more room to breathe by reducing the size. Sergio, no question. Just want to thank Justin for participating. Sergio, we need you on here soon too.
Sergio's the man.
Sergio is the man. They can't during working hours, but for a Tokyo session in
Thank
the
you,
future,
Sergio.
absolutely. Sergio, you know me. I love to go around the market. So when we do a Tokyo session, maybe
Both Sergios.
yeah, all the Sergios. You can call me Sergio too. We're all Sergios. But we'll be doing Tokyo. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week, we're gonna do the boot camp in the daytime, and then we'll do Tokyo sessions. We'll watch how gold opens up crazy in the Tokyo markets, and you guys are welcome to unmute your mics and come on there as well. Okay. Let's just see on YouTube if anyone has a question for you, Justin. Someone said your voice is a little similar with the iconic order filled. Yeah, it's him. We have
with a New England accent, order filled.
Yeah, we need to make we'll make your voice. That's awesome.
That's funny.
So okay, so all good, man. Other than that, trading is going well. You're learning.
Honestly, and I have to say this, the best thing I did for my trading was join SST. I'm telling you. You and Dave, Forex Borex, the whole team, everybody is just rock stars, man.
Yeah.
It's the best decision I ever made. I'm
It's
so happy. And just because of that, I became a lifetime member.
Yeah, it's
Right?
we like myself, Dave, Borix, when we started trade, I can't speak too much for Borix. I don't know too much about his history, but I'm speaking for myself. When I started trading, I had to learn this all by myself. There wasn't any communities back in the day. Okay. All I remember was Steve Morrow. Steve Morrow, I think,
Yeah.
is from like close to you, man. He was Beat the Market Maker. At that time, it was very taboo to talk about a market maker. And he
Right.
exposed them. Like he was talking about how they liquidity grabs, pending orders, raids, bullshit, all this. And he was
Right.
saying it in just how a normal person talks. He was like with the accent from New York and this swearing and this and that, the fuck you and all that. And I'm like, I'm gravitated to this guy. He's just
Yeah.
talking like a normal person, and I can learn from that. And he's not speaking with big institutional words and this and that, confusing me because I was getting confused with too much of that shit. So I'm like,
Yeah.
and he would do it in like a Zoom kind of like this. I was part of that. But I learned so much from being in that community, bouncing ideas off of others. We were trading together, learning together. And I just love the way how they did it. And I always said one
Right.
day when I learn how to do this, I want to give back. I want to make a community with like-minded individuals. Same thing. We bounce ideas off each other. We learn together. We'll lose together. We take losses. That group was taking losses together, but they were explaining it. They were taking wins together. They were breaking it down. They were showing how open day candles move. They were more of a swing trading group. They were showing more on the weekly analysis, like how Monday and Tuesday are a start of a week following a weekend if there's any news. Wednesdays, that midweek Wednesday could be the consolidation, or like where it moves into a golden zone, it could be where it makes a continuation Thursday, Friday, or it reverses for a midweek reversal Thursday, Friday, and then again the market makers set it up. All trading is like kind of setups. So then they set it
Right.
up. Maybe there's some weekend news and then, gap up, gap downs and things like that. So,
Right.
but what they taught me was they were doing it all on the weekly, and I loved intraday trading, like scalping. I was still, and when they wouldn't do 1 minute, 5 minutes. They were always on the higher time frames. But what they would say is the candlestick has the same characteristics. So they were saying if
Right.
you learn this on like the weekly, you can still apply this to the lower time frames. Then I started to learn more about that myself and put it together. But yeah, so communities, guys, whether it's this community, another community, whatever communities you guys are part of, stick together with like-minded traders because they know. Like
Right.
if you're talking about Fibonacci with, like again, if I'm talking fibs with you, we can boom conversation right away. If I'm talking with fibs with my neighbor, he has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So
Right. Yep. Another person I want to give a shout out to is King Gemini. He helped me out a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in there too.
He's a solid dude, man. I gotta say it. He's a solid dude.
It's a good mix of everybody in here. But that's awesome. Okay, Justin, what are the plans for the weekend?
Baby stuff.
Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. Actually, we're supposed to get another snowstorm. I'm hearing we're gonna get like another 20 inches over here. So
yeah, be careful. I
I'll
know all
probably
about
be in
that.
my
The snow and the cold is
probably
what we're about over here.
yeah, I'll probably be in my plow truck most of the
Yeah,
weekend.
I'll stay warm in
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Okay, Justin, I appreciate it. Any last things? Because I think I want to get Amrit on here to.
Yeah,
He's
let's get
still here.
somebody else on. No, I'm good. I just I want to thank you and Dave and everybody in the community for everything
Thank.
that I mean, we have a solid community and everybody's there to cheer each other on and call each other out when we're doing wrong and
Well, we have
it's
to,
it's it's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate your time today, and
Of course.
I'll see you on Monday too. Okay,
All right,
Amrit,
cool.
are you
Appreciate
still?
you as always.
Thanks for coming on, and thanks for not being shy. And that
Yeah, no
voice,
problem.
that I'm gonna be all weekend. I'm gonna be thinking about. Say it one more time. Order filled.
Order filled.
That's,
Forget about it.
that's awesome. Amrit, are you here? Is still here? Let's see if Amrit. Okay, Amrit, I'll unmute your mic 1 second. Justin, if you want to stay on, you can stay on too. You can.
Yeah, I'll stay on.
Okay,
I'm good.
Amrit.
Hey, morning, gents. How we doing?
Amrit, how are you, brother?
I'm good, brother. How
Morning,
you
Emma.
doing? Morning, Justin.
Can everyone hear Amrit?
Yes.
Amrit doesn't have as a sexy voice as Justin, but it's still nice.
Hey,
Okay.
come on now. I can kind of like tone it down a little.
Amrit, what's going
I,
on, man?
I
So sorry for
told I have
stealing
the
the
perfect
Delta
face
from
for
you.
radio.
What was that, Ron?
Sorry for talking about the Delta.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. I was just messing around.
Yeah. Amrit, how are you? How's trading going? How's life?
Trading is good. I was actually considering going full-time trading about 2 years ago, and then I ended up getting the job that I wanted and that I love.
Yep.
So what I decided to do was continue doing that while also trading, and it doesn't really feel like work to me. So it's like, okay, I can do both at the same time and actually take that pressure off of myself where I'm like, I
Exactly.
have to pay the bills through my
Yep.
trading.
Yep.
So I'm like, why do that if I love my job, right?
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
I agree with you. It's as a trader, if you have a lot of people think you just got to trade, be full-time trading, it's but having a job also, like you said, pays the bills at home. And then when you're trading, you're focused on trading. You know how much pressure it is where you're just relying on trading and you got to pay your mortgage, you got to buy you got to buy diapers, you got to buy baby formula, you got to buy groceries, pay all your bills, and you're struggling as a trader, you're having a bad day, or the setup isn't there. Remember, as a full-time trader, you can stare at the computer for 12 hours a day. But what if it's a choppy range and you don't have the opportunity? And then now you're thinking, oh shit, I got to pay my rent. It's the end of the month, and then you're forcing trades. So I have so much respect for you, Amrit, that you chose that route to go back, find your career and do trading on the side. It's amazing. I hope more people can see that that's the way how to do it.
Yeah, for me, like I'm usually in and out of trades pretty quick given this market. So for me, it's like execute my trades, done, 9 o'clock, start work. Okay, and I'm probably done with work by like I'll be done with work. Actually, I'm done for the year today, but I'm just helping my team out now. So I'm like, okay,
Perfect.
I have the
T-
rest of the day to do whatever I
Tell
want.
us a little bit about your trading style, strategy, securities, timeframes, a little bit more about that. What do you do?
Okay, so I started back in 2018, but I was more of just swing plays, stocks, swing plays, purely based off fundamentals, no technicals at all.
Hmm.
And then I saw that that wasn't working out for as well for me, and I was holding on to certain drawdowns, and that's when I started getting into technicals, reading about it. And then one day, I think this was like early COVID, I came across you and Dave, and I was like, I gotta try these guys. I've been following them for like a week or two. I like how they trade. Let me join them. And till today, I actually am in my entire trading style. My main thing in my entire trading style is the top-down analysis. I still have that. I still do that every single day because I like to reset my charts every single day. And then a couple of techniques that I've learned over the years, I just kind of found a way to combine all of them together and, make it work for myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, if you want, I can even just like share my screen and
Sure.
completely give away my sauce because I don't really care.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I'll make you co-host, Amaret.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh, you
There's
got it.
a send request button, so I can just send the request to you.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, does everyone see my screen? But no, Ron, I got to give you and Dave the props, man. You guys were my stepping stone. You guys helped me start up on the technical side.
Amaret, I
It
we
was big.
still. I can't see your screen.
I'm sharing it right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, can you see it now?
Yeah. I'm gonna just put it. Do you guys? I'm gonna put it on the main. Do you guys all see Amaret's screen here on YouTube too? And Zoom, you guys see it?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Amaret, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So all I do is I usually start on the monthly time frame and start doing my top down. Like how you do it, I like to color code things.
Yep.
So monthly I'll just go blue to make a baseline, but considering we've been going up, I haven't really been looking at anything underneath just yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then just switch over to the weekly, be like, okay, we're at a weekly.
Oh,
I'll
look at
color.
that big weekly FU candle coming down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Less than 5 hours closed. That might be look, guys, right now. Sorry to cut you off, Amaret, but look at
All
the
good.
size of the wick already. So next week if it opens up, it's got a long hill battle to fill that. It might push down, and it could be a selling week on gold next week just by looking at this this chart right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, so all I do is basically just mark out the monthly highs and lows, the weekly highs and lows. I'll get those marked out as well. And then that's where I just flip it right over to the daily. And same thing like how you do it, just mark down highs and lows of basically the previous moves coming down and just look to the left. Just look to the left.
That was a
Mark.
market maker calling me, Amaret, saying you're giving too much sauce. Get this guy. Okay, you got to lay off the sauce now.
No, I'm very open with all my stuff, brother. I'm like, for me, my entire technique, I tell it to everybody. I'm like, hey, if you guys want it, like here it is. Like, do what you will with it.
Yep.
And we want extra sauce.
I know, but I'm getting calls from the authorities saying you got to stop this.
Yeah, no, so that's all I do on the daily is in here what I'll do is here's where it gets interesting is where this is where what I learned from SST back then, the top down comes into hand, and now here's where my other technique comes into handy is where I'll go to the 4 hour, I'll watch that, hey, we fill that wick out and we're in a continuing downside trend. So I am not looking to buy this market. I'm just looking to get along with the trend and follow it down with the major move. I'm not looking to try and counter trade
No,
because
but you see those bearish candles, they're doing their job. They're continuing to fill the wick and push down. So they're doing their
exactly.
job with
Yeah.
lower highs. So, like it has not made a higher high yet. So the trend is still pushing down.
Yep.
And that's on the 4 hour. Beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll just continue to do that. And here's where it's going to get my entries get interesting is I I'm just going to say I'm going to be very blunt about this. I am a sucker for precision. For me, if the entry is not precise, I don't want anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I'll start going down to like the hourly and I'll look for certain entry points. So the way I enter a trade is basically I'm looking for one bear, like the last bull or the last bear candle before there's been a high impulse move into one single direction, right? So that's what I'm usually looking for. So like how this candle's right there,
Hmm.
I just usually look for those, and then there's that impulse. So my analysis would be that we would come back in here, grab the orders right there,
Hmm.
and then carry down further. Basically like a supply and demand, but just with very specific reasoning behind it.
Yep.
But given, and that's when I'll just switch over to 4 hour and I'll look, oh, we're holding below that daily low and she's continuing after that. Okay, I probably don't want to, like,
Hmm.
the trade, I'm not going to get up there today. My trade's probably somewhere closer. And that's where I'll narrow it down to the 30-minute and the 15-minute and try to find my executions where I'll be like, okay, let me look up the 30-minute. There's that zone right there. We could potentially fill out, but that previous hourly's already held that. So that's where I'll just quietly, just like quickly just go down, like start narrowing down time frames,
Hmm.
see where I can find those zones. But today, everything happened on the 15-minute for me, which was beautiful.
Hmm.
So that same technique that I used where that last time one side stood any chance before that high liquidity move, that ends up becoming my zone. So
Yep.
that actually was my execution that I got today was in here.
Yeah, those are those infamous Tetris pieces with that inside bar and continuing the next bar.
Yeah. And then here's where I got even like I'm like, okay, I like this entry, but it's still too wide. That's a 100 and 200 pip almost 200 pip stop loss almost. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
want that.
big moves now. There's lots of
Yeah.
volume in the markets.
Yeah. And that's where I made it even precise is I just did the same thing, go to the 5 minute and write that candle right there before that and within that move when it was coming up. I just kind of used that and that became my entry. That little zone right there. And because I like having that precision, I just moved my entry pretty much right there, stop loss on the other side, write it down to the next level, and
Perfect.
I'm out of that trade.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those low risk, high level because I
Hmm.
go with like 5 to 10 micros, and I'm not looking to give away money. I'm not looking away to give a large chunk of money on how fast it's moving. So I just have to be extra careful and find those precision moves.
Yeah,
And
you
here,
got that's precision trading right there. That's a sniper
Yeah, that's a
entry.
clean trade.
yeah.
Very
So
clean
that's
trade.
Yeah. So that's all I look for. And then basically, let's say, because what I do is as soon as I get my target for the day, which is $500, because I entered this with 5 micros, as soon as I get my $500, 80% of the trade, 4 micros off the table, gone.
Perfect. Yeah.
It's immediately gone. I've made my 500. My stop loss gets to move to break even, and I let this trade run because, along with precision, I have this itch that I want to see my technicals play out. I
Hmm.
don't want to, because then that way I don't have to get into a second trade because I've made my money and I'm seeing my analysis play out. I
Yeah.
can let this trade run. So this trade is currently running for me, by the way. I
Yeah.
still have
That's
one micro that's
yeah,
going.
that's amazing. Emre, I have a question for you. Okay, so
What's up?
see where you took the entry. What
Mhm.
happens if there's just like a little tiny impulse that breaks out and it's a wick and then you get stopped out, but it pushes down and it closes like
Mhm.
that bearish candle? Will you re-enter after it hit your stop loss, or is the trade like it's done?
It's done. I'm
It's
done.
done. And
I'm
then you
done.
look for
Move on.
another quality setup, right?
Move on.
Mm.
Look for the continuation, and that's where this setup I could have tightened it up even further. Actually,
Did that
is
take you a while to learn that style, like to be that
oh,
disciplined?
it took me a while. It's a lot of patience. My
Yeah,
style is sometimes I'm waiting 30, 42, 3 hours just
that's
for one clean
unbelievable.
setup.
Yeah, but you guys see, patience pays in the markets. Like I don't know, Emre, if it took you a while to learn that. It took me forever to learn that. I was always
Hmm.
just rushing trades right after I got stopped out. I'm in on the next candle, and then
Hmm.
making stupid decisions, impulse
Yep.
decisions, and just losing more and getting mad, upset, higher lot sizing, revenge trading. You guys know it, blowing up accounts. But that's not trading, in my opinion. Then we're
Yep.
just gambling again.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
May
let's
I add something on that?
go
Go
ahead,
for it,
Justin. Yeah,
brother.
go ahead.
So that's why. So you see, if he did get wicked out,
Hmm.
that's why I always have. If you notice right here, I have every time frame up right on
Mm-hmm.
all my monitors,
Yep.
and I
Hmm.
pay attention to the higher time frames, and I pay attention to the wicks. So
Yeah.
say he did get stopped out, I'm still looking at the wick. So if you go to a higher time frame, Emirates,
Yep.
see that wick,
Yep.
I would read that for re-entry, right?
Mm-hmm.
The rejection. If
Yep.
you just saying if you did get wicked up,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
right?
No, so for me, here's what I would do. So usually, like I just noticed while talking to you guys, I could have got a cleaner entry. So like my initial entry was at that zone right there, and my
Right,
stop loss was right about here at the top of that 5 minute candle's body right there.
right.
If I look to the left, I could have considered this zone as well. So if I do want to play a little bit more conservative, I could consider that and extend my stop loss and then give it that a little extra breathing room. But I was
Yeah.
able to just find that one little zone right there, which helped me kind of make it even more precise. Because I'll kind of show you how I like. So when a zone passes through a zone like that and gives me a double confirmation, it helps me reduce the amount of risk I'm putting on there. Is like as you said, Ron, if I got wicked out, right? Let's say I got stopped out, that's the same thing. So this setup right here matches what I was trying to do there.
Mm-hmm.
I could look at this little zone right here
Yep.
and then have that go across for my next possible continuation entry.
Yep.
And then I also see that same setup right here in that little 5 minute zone right there, in that 15-minute zone right here.
Yep.
I would mark that out too. So now that tighter area in the middle of the two zones,
Mm-hmm.
that then becomes basically my entry point.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes my entry point, that tighter area where both of them intersect,
Yep.
and the other side of that brighter area now becomes my stop loss
Okay.
to
Yep.
continue it even
It's
further.
nice. It's very rare. I haven't seen this like stop loss precision in years. Because normally it's bigger stop losses.
Yep.
So letting it more. But this is you got to nail those sniper entries, and that's what it's all about, man. That's
Yep.
unbelievable.
Yeah. So now
Emirates
all
has
I'll
the
do is
secret sauce, huh?
Yep. Yep.
yeah, no, so all I'll do is what I'm currently doing right now is just pretty much this. So this hourly zone does qualify for me too. So all I'm doing with that initial trade entry right now is I'm just managing that one micro that I have. So that one micro went from that zone to that zone, and when I saw that it confirmed and moved out further
Yep.
and created the zone on the hourly, now
Yep.
my entry has moved up. My stop loss from there to there has
Mm-hmm.
moved up there, which is still a decent range. That's
Yeah.
still I'm in profits by 590 pips
Yeah. That's
on that
right.
one micro.
Yeah, it's unbelievable moves. I know. Wow. But you see how much information Wix can tell you. Okay, so don't sleep on Wix. They're your Wix analysis has to be up there because they tell
Mhm.
you a lot. But you got to be patient and disciplined to allow it to close because that's when Wix are formed after close. So that's the part. So pick your time frame and stick to it to close because if you're trading on a 15, 30 minute, 1 hour, or 5 minute, sometimes you're gonna go in and it's on impulse and make a mistake. And then when you look back when the bar closes, it gives you so much more information. So just try that, practice that. If you're learning to trade, it's best advice to wait for bars to
Mhm.
close. Or if you're analyzing, look at where the wicks were produced, where were they made, where was the highest point, and go from there. And it will start to give you a lot more information.
Mhm. And here's just to like put the nail in the coffin on the precision on why I do the precision part, like how much I want to beat that way. I'm gonna pull up my other chart here. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of a platform called Volfix.
So what is
No,
it
I
called?
haven't.
Volfix.
No, I haven't.
So I actually pay for the platform to trade on their platform.
Mm-hmm.
It is it gives me level 3 data. So this is where that extra precision now comes in on my trade. So you see that wick going up there? I was monitoring that over here the whole time for it to come up. And then this is where I look at the delta volume and everything come in and be like, okay, at my entry, 25,100 extra volume. There's a lot of volume there. And I can
Yep.
see, okay, it's all to the sell side.
Yep.
There's a lot of volume to the sell side. And that previous candle was green, but the delta is
Right.
negative.
Yeah,
So I was like, okay, cool.
that's the hidden sauce behind a candlestick is when you start reading
Emirates,
delta.
what's the name of that?
It's called
Sorry,
Volfix.
Ron. Spell that, please.
Volfix.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you.
Emrit, that
So,
you're reading this.
It's a cheaper version of Bloomberg, basically.
Bloomberg is a ripoff. It's a shit
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
I had that in the past, and I'm like, what the hell am I wasting my money on this? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so
No,
much more out there.
yeah, so I basically pay every month to use this platform and trade off of it, and the precision helps me pay it off in like a trade. Like in one trade, it's already paid off, and now I'm just making my money from there. And then I'm still gonna hold on to this trade pretty much because I think it's going to break out. And if this thing breaks out hard, we could flush. This
Hmm.
weekly candle could be a real FU candle.
Yeah, it could come down. That's why you got to
Right.
be careful on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
There could find a bottom and have like a little sympathy rally coming right back up, but it could be a
Mhm.
trap too, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
way how it opens. But like I say, if you guys have done good this week, if you hit your weekly goals, daily goals, just be done. Continue with the
Mhm.
analyzing. Go on a demo account like how Justin does, and just continue looking for setups. That's what trading is. It's like a video game that can pay some money
Mhm.
if you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah. No, for sure.
Right.
And
And do you
Ron,
find, sorry, Emery, I don't want to cut you off, but are you
no,
looking
go ahead.
for the same like type of stuff every single day, and that's what's getting you more
Exact same
okay?
setup.
So you're not,
Exact same
so
setup.
you're not deviating from a plan. You're sticking to the same principles. If it's a Monday, a Friday, if it's a February, if it's a January, whatever it is, you're just
Same executions. That's
yeah,
all I'm looking for. What I have been learning from spending time with my new job and actually getting to meet a lot of like uh actual institutional traders.
hmm,
They've told me one thing is, which is interesting. They're like, watch for something called a regime change, where your setups may still work, but when a regime change happens, markets can start having extended or less pullbacks depending on how they want to move during a specific time of the year. And that can happen at random. So
right,
they're like, keep an eye out for that. So
yeah.
usually when that happens, I'll be like, okay, you know what? My executions aren't getting hit. The pullbacks aren't that deep. Maybe I need to start. Maybe that's what's happened here. Let me move my zones. And then bang, I'll adjust to that. And then I'll go based off of that.
That's awesome. Thank you, Emrit. This is
Yes.
amazing.
Oh, by the way, Ron, so trading is the one thing that actually got me interested in learning how to code.
How to, sorry, what?
How to code.
Code, yeah?
So I taught myself Pine Script and
Yeah.
actually made an indicator for the whole thing to show me my executions.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And I don't if you'll check your DMs, I sent you the code for this one.
I'll check it. Right after we're
Yeah.
done bowling, I'll look at all of that stuff.
Oh yeah. No, so I basically kind of that way I don't have to it takes away my like having to make myself look through the charts and look at everything. I just kind of made it in a way where those precision executions just get called for me, and then I'm like, okay, go in, write it.
Emrit, maybe you can teach my son how to code. He's learning how to code too.
Hey, I'm always down. Hey, I'm only 20-minute drive away from you. I'm
Uh,
on the south side of Guelph. South side of
I'll
Guelph.
come. We'll come.
Yeah, no, but that's pretty much my entire strategy is just that right there
That's
is
awesome.
getting that.
That's
And
unbelievable. Unbelievable. Just
oh yeah.
continued success. And that's nice. So I love that you shared that with us. See, it's nice to hear others. It's not. So that's what I want to do. Maybe on these Friday calls, Freestyle Fridays, anyone is welcome. Can Again, there's no script of how what we talk about, where it goes. It's just everybody can help, contribute, talk. There could be someone that is struggling as a trader and maybe wants to talk about what they need help with, but it's nice to see that we can have conversations with successful trading too once in a while. So that's nice.
Yeah. And Ron, I just wanted to add to what you said earlier about the how sometimes the emotional state of mind can affect how you're trading.
Hmm.
Uh, What that used to be a big thing for me, and one book that helped me change that. I highly recommend this to everybody. Is a book called "Letting Go: The Power of Surrender" by David Hawkins. It basically breaks down how your subconscious is taking your feelings and subconsciously turning it into your thoughts, which then become your actions. It's such a good book that once I started reading that and diving more into it, I kind of went down like a little rabbit hole. I
I
have a
will.
PDF of it. I can put it up in the Discord server if
I'll
you
be
want.
listening to that in the sauna tonight. I'll
Please
put it up.
do.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's a really good book. I love that book.
Any
It's
books on teaching mindset, how to handle emotions and
Mhm.
things like that? in my opinion, are very important in trading. Like I say, 99% of trading is psychological and mindset. The 1% is this technical analysis.
It's the executions.
It's
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's not easy, guys, to deal with drawdown. And maybe you're in a slump in trading. How do you get out of it? It's very, very difficult. And if you're just like a retail trader, like the three of us, and you don't have any guidance or anyone to kind of hold your hand or help you that's been through it, I went through this 20 years ago, and I look back and I'm like, how the hell did I survive till today? I don't know how. But it was just, I had to learn emotions. It's tough. And with everything everyday life brings you, like Amaret, I remember you were moving, you were busy. You got to put trading on hold. You're getting engaged, married. Justin just had a baby. You got to put trading on hold. You got shit going on in your everyday life. There's work, there's stress with everything. So you got to understand, when I come to my trade station, I'm focused. I say this every day. If I have something going on and I'm not ready to trade, I don't trade. That's how I am. That's how disciplined I've gotten to this point. If I have something, like if I'm just in a bad mood and I wake up and whatever it is, I won't come to the charts. I won't trade. Because I know if I do, I'll make some mental mistakes and it's going to cost me money. And I got to learn how to fix that first, then come into the charts. Because trading is not.
That's something that I learned too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ron.
No, go ahead.
That's something I learned too. So, for psych, sorry to jump in. For the psych of trading, one thing that helped me out a lot, and I hope some of you actually do this because it really does help. I'm telling you, utilize demo accounts and treat them like they're real accounts.
Yeah.
It helps big time.
It
It helped me tremendously.
Yep. But 99% of traders treat them like it's just, let's open up a $100,000 demo account right now. Let's trade with Lambo sizing and let's blow it up. Who cares? Because it's not real money. But I'm saying everything you learn from that, you're going to replicate when you go either with a real money account or if you buy a prop from whatever it is. But if you learn good habits, if you're using a demo account, you're going to replicate those good habits with your real account. Then you can start making money right away. But that's why there is demo accounts. You got to treat them for the specific reason what they're created.
It's a tool.
It's a tool. Yeah, it's another tool that you can use. And I love how Sergio, when he hits his daily goal, he just logs into the demo account and continue trading, analyzing, perfecting strategies with the demo without risking any money that he's made. So that's just mindset right there. That's discipline.
And another thing, just to add on that, Ron, is build a routine. Build a consistent routine even before you start trading, like going to wake up, go to the gym, or do something, maybe clean your house. Get that dopamine out of your system. And then when you do that consistently and you actually sit down at the charts, you don't have that dopamine rush. You're more patient, your head's clear, you're focused, like all that chemistry going on inside of your body, you've already disposed of it even before you're on the charts. That helped me tremendously. The days I don't go to the gym in the morning, I'm not trading. This is not happening today. We are not touching anything.
Yeah. It's got to have your daily routine. Everyone has a different daily routine. I have mine, and if I miss something in my daily routine, I know I'm off, and it could throw me off in my trading. All right. Like that's how, it's gotten to the point where, but when you are following your daily routine, then I can trade with one eye open. I can trade like half asleep, because I know exactly what I'm looking for every single day. It's the same shit over and over and over. Just like with Justin looking for his setups, he's going to start to perfect them. They're going to be the same thing he's looking for over and over. Just like you, Amrit, same thing over and over and over. And you can probably do this with any security. Like right now, we all discussed gold, but I'm sure that Justin could still do his same strategy with USD JPY. We could switch to currency. I'm sure, Amrit, you could switch to Nasdaq right now.
Oh yeah, I got my execution on Nasdaq at the top last night.
Now we're moving to an index, a tech-related index. Yes, it's comprised and it moves different numbers and different volatility, but I'm sure you could still do your top-down analysis and pinpoint your points of interest and your entries.
Oh yeah, no, like today I didn't even touch Nasdaq because where we closed and opened at not like at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
was at my execution zone. I knew it was a heavier leverage trade, but I had a lot of faith in it because I was waiting for this sell off. So I just took it. I went, you know what? I'm gonna lose $500 if it goes against me. That's fine.
Yeah.
Ride it all the way to the next zone, and by the time I woke up, I was already done. So I'm like, I'm not touching Nasdaq for the day. I'll focus on gold.
I don't necessarily trade Nasdaq during tech earnings, tech week.
Yeah.
So there
Oh
was
yeah.
too much going on this week. We had Tesla, Microsoft, Google, Apple yesterday in the after hours. So too much tech earnings. I like the week to simmer off, settle off,
Yeah.
and then see where it
Stabilize a little bit.
stabilize a little bit, and then see where it goes from there.
Oh yeah, no, like this strategy, I could literally use it on everything. I use it on Dow Jones, I use it on Bitcoin, I use it on my major equity plays like Lockheed, and you turned me on to UAC, and I've been still been holding that since
Oh my
$4.
God,
You know,
that's a
I'm
banger.
still holding.
Oh,
I'm
you're
still
still
holding
holding
that.
it?
I'm holding from
Come
$4.
on. Are you serious?
Yeah, I took away 10% of my position, and now I'm
Holy.
playing with free money. Now I don't have any risk on the
Yeah, me
table.
and
This is free
yeah,
money.
you and I were talking about uranium when it was back in
Yeah.
when was it? Early summer.
Yeah, this was March. So
March,
my
yeah.
like my like the algo that I made for my zones gave me my execution when you and me were just talking
Yeah,
about it,
right
and I was
there.
like,
That's
"Hey
what I bought
Ron,"
in. I bought in at
I
like
was like, "Watch for four."
420. I have a screenshot where I bought in my shares at $4.20. I wish I held as long as you, but holy
Yeah,
shit. That's
yeah.
amazing.
I'm up like over 400% on this. My Lockheed Martin stocks are
Yep.
just we hit all-time highs just now. We're going.
It's gonna go
Yeah.
defense stocks. Okay, so guys, whenever there's war, there's industrial military conflict complex. There's Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, General Dynamics. Like these are where the money moves. Investors move when there's war. I don't know what Donald Trump is doing with Iran, but there's warships sitting in the ocean right over there. Any day, any week, that side of the world could see war. So. It
Oh
happens,
yeah.
guys. This is the way. You just got to follow the money. Follow where the institutions are moving the money. And it
Yeah,
goes from
no,
one
for sure.
sector to another sector to another sector. Like if there's, I pray to God that there's going to be peace in this world. When there's peace in the world, then you're going to start to see defense securities start to sell off, and they're going to take those profits and move them into somewhere else. Metals, when metals eventually start to sell off, again, where's that going to move? Is it going to move into crypto? Is it going to move back into fiat currency? Is it going to move back into tech? Where's it going to move? All over. So you just got to follow like on a heat map where the money is moving. That's the beauty of
Oh
trading.
yeah.
I don't know about you guys, Justin, Amaret. I'm fascinated with trading, not just by candlesticks and things like that, about following the money and
Oh yeah.
just profiting by following where it moves. I don't know. That's what keeps me passionate about continuing
I
to trade.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree
No,
with you.
like
Like
100%. It's
Justin, remember we were talking about Caterpillar. Like
Yeah.
Caterpillar now has ranked. It's kind of like the NCAA, the top 25 teams. US 30 is the top 30 teams. It was always United Health was number one, comprising about 12% of the entire US 30 index. So that had a big component. But now United Health, the price has dropped with their difficulties they're having in the healthcare in the United States and the murder of the CEO and things like that. It's dropped, and Caterpillar has came up. Why is Caterpillar like number two on the? So then I research it. I look into what this company is. What are they investing in? What is going on? They're getting more into AI, and they're comprised now 13% of the entire Dow Jones now. So Caterpillar, so.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. I would never thought have Caterpillar would be like the number one in the Dow Jones in the United States. So, but you got to learn from it. You got to follow it. You got to understand what Caterpillar is, what do they do, and focus on their earnings. Listen to the CEO's forward guidance, and that could dictate the way how Dow Jones. I have to personally follow that because I literally trade Dow Jones every single day. So that's why you got to stay up to date with news and not just focus on a candlestick. So you got to learn also the other side.
Yeah, of course. Fundamentals are very important.
Yep. But that's why trading is busy. It's not easy. When people say trading is easy, I say some traders make it look easy, but you don't know how much time and effort they're putting behind the scenes, like Justin studying. Justin was studying on the website. I remember when he was messaging me, like, I don't know how many hours a night were you studying the education to learn this?
Oh, shoot. I have no idea.
Yeah, you have no
I
idea. It
couldn't even
was,
tell you.
yeah,
I
you're
don't, I don't,
sleeping at the computer there some days. Amrit, like
day and
all
night.
the research Amrit puts into learning this, like, it goes unseen, like how much effort, like how much I'm putting in, Dave is putting in, Forks Borks, all the snipers doing all of your research. A lot of it goes unnoticed, so, but only a trader will understand, right? Like I understand how much hard work everyone puts in this because I do it too. My neighbor has no idea, right? So that's why a trading community, in my opinion, is very beneficial for everybody. And I hope we continue this into the future, all of us, and including everyone on YouTube as well. Hopefully, one day we'll hit 100,000 subs and we continue growing.
The
But
community is like a big family. Everybody helps each other out.
it is. We're all one crazy dysfunctional family.
It's awesome, though. I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you muted yourself, Emmett? Uh, I'm gonna. Emmett, can you unmute?
Oh, there we go. I
There we
was
go.
trying to like calm the dogs down because my parents decided to get a little wiener dog, and she
Oh,
starts
nice. Oh,
barking, and she gets all
my
the
daughter
other dogs
my
riled
daughter
up.
loves those wiener dogs.
Never again. Never again. They don't stop barking.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, guys, I enjoyed this. I don't know about you guys. I
I
love
enjoyed
this.
it too.
I hope we
Yeah.
can do this on more Fridays and hear from more of you guys. And this is awesome. So I get to see more of your perspective. Snipers get to
Mhm.
see more of your perspective, your analysis, your mindset. And I enjoy this. So I hope we get more and more participants on the next calls we do. Even on a Friday evening, if you guys want to do this for like 90 minutes, like from 6 to 7 to 8, when markets
Mhm.
close to wrap it up, what's happened on the weekend talk. Fridays we can do this. I love this. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah,
but I
I
like
like
to
it
hear
too.
more from you guys than me just talking to a computer here all day. So I want to thank you, Justin. Amrit, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you guys because
Always,
I know
brother.
a lot of you guys
Always.
are
You're welcome.
shy.
Thank you.
So I'm trying to get you guys out of your shell. There's nothing to be shy about. If we make a mistake, who gives a shit? We all make mistakes. We're humans. That's the beauty of being a human. We can make mistakes. That's why AI, I'm not too convinced on that. It's too perfect, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
don't like
right.
that. I like you got to make a mistake and learn from it. That's all about being a human. But that was fun, guys. Amrit, any plans for the weekend?
Weekend, no, I'm taking care of the dogs because parents were going to Costa Rica and wifey just finished work and she's like, I need a vacation. I'm like, you know what? I talked to them, paid them, and then they booked a flight ticket for her to go to Costa Rica with them.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm at the
nice.
house. I'm actually in Niagara this entire week, taking care of the chickens and the dogs and trading and working. So it's like juggling multiple things.
That's awesome, man. Keep it up. That's awesome, guys. So I hope YouTube, you guys enjoyed this as well. If you guys can subscribe to the channel. So remember, guys, Monday we're gonna start early, 7 a.m. We're gonna go till about 10. It's my birthday, so we're gonna have some fun. Then we're gonna start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that gold history of boot camp. So we'll do that, and then we'll also do. Dave will be doing the New York sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll come in and we'll do the post Tokyo sessions that week. And maybe at Tokyo sessions, we can unmute our mics too on Zoom and talk in there. But we'll see how gold is moving in Tokyo. I know 6 p.m. open daily candles have been extremely beneficial to a lot of traders. Those things are packed with pips and volume, and we'll see. Maybe, who knows? Maybe next week gold might be selling off, or it could consolidate next week, but we'll see. But the way how it's moving right now, it's pretty bearish right now.
Oh, we just hit
And a
10% on
gap
the day.
down too.
What is
We
it
just hit,
trading? Where is it at now? 4,840. Holy shit.
yep, 10% on the day.
That's
That's
It's coming up to
beautiful.
a monthly trend line too.
yep.
It's
But
approaching it like soon.
but that's the thing. Things don't go up forever. You guys understand that, right? Like, things don't go up forever. Markets do correct. That's why it's always good practice to take some profit out, scale out, take partials, take some contracts out, leave runners. No one is saying close entire trades, but reward yourself, pay yourself along the way, right? Because it's not just that, it's demoralizing if you leave all your money on the table, then it all of a sudden comes all the way down. And then you got to go through that cycle. I don't like that personally for myself. Maybe others are different, but for me, I don't like that. Like, I don't like being in trades where I can see my profit. I'm on my daily goal, and then I want more, and I want more, I want more, and then all of a sudden, like as a scalper, it takes one candle and can wipe that all away. And then you got to go through that knowing that you were at your daily goal. Now you're back to break even. What if my next trade is a loss? Then now I was in the money at my daily goal, and now I'm physically down a percentage, So, and then that could affect the way how I trade the next day and the next day, and maybe get me in a slump where I could have avoided all of that. So I don't know. For me, taking money out of the market helps me with everything. Helps pay the bills, helps my mindset, helps me not sitting at the computer for hours and hours, because I want to do other things. Like right now, I'm gonna go bowling. I want to go to the gym later. I got other things to do. Right. We got families. Right. The families need our time as well. So that's why get your money. You did your job. This is a job for most of us. Let's be real. This is a job. Whether it's your full-time job, it doesn't matter. This is still a job. You come in, you got to do your job every day and get out. I look at it as clock in and clock out, and that's it. And then analyze after, and then do it again the next day. It's very routine. I don't deviate from the routine.
No, routine's key. That's why I was talking to somebody, and he told me that because he's a recruiter for large corporations, banks, investment firms, consulting firms like me, and he was telling me that you'll notice that majority of the people that get hired into like trading firms aren't really, proficient in computer science and stuff, which is what you need for trading these days. But they're like more have either a ex-military or an ex-athlete background because of the discipline aspect. They're like, we can teach you the technicals, we can't teach you the discipline.
Yep. Believe it or not, Ron was an ex-athlete. Ron and Dave were ex-athletes.
Like, I've seen your photos, brother. Damn, you were a bodybuilder. Like, you were. Whew.
That was physique. I used to own a gym. Same with Dave. If you see Dave was bodybuilding. Dave was a monster. Like, the guy can bench press like 4 plates. Like, he's a beast. But yeah, sports taught me everything. Sports taught me discipline. Get up in the early mornings playing basketball, doing suicide drills at 4 in the morning when you're 14 years old, like my son, and just taught me discipline. You learn how to be coached. You learn how to play with your teammates, win together, lose together, all of those things. Sports are huge. But kids these days, they don't play too much sports. I see with my own kids, they just want to play video games all day. So I'm like, okay, you want to play video games? I'll teach you this video game.
Hey, Ron, I got an idea. I got an idea. Whenever I'm at my parents' house and I'm not at the house in Guelph, bring them here and they can run around with the chickens.
Oh, they would love that.
They can try to catch the chickens.
Yeah. We'll play the Rocky anthem for them, the Rocky Balboa, and we'll get to catch the chickens. Let's do that. As soon as it warms up, we're gonna do that.
Oh yeah, like, we can bring them here. They can we'll take 10 out of the barn.
Chickens. I gotta lose some weight too. All this winter fat.
We all need to lose some weight.
A little bit, yeah. I don't know about you, but me, I gotta lose a little bit.
Hey, I've got 7 months to get ready for a wedding, and your wedding invitation's actually going out on Monday, so it should be at the house in like 2 weeks.
Dave and I will be there. We will be there. Yeah. Amazing, guys. Okay, so guys, this was awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys coming on from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Amrit. And next time we can get some others come on, I appreciate this, guys. I just want to wish everybody have a happy, blessed weekend. Enjoy the time with your family and friends. That's what it's all about. Trading is nice, but spending time with your family is better. So enjoy that time. We'll be back Monday morning. And we'll have our boot camp coming up for everything about gold, the history of gold, and we'll learn a lot about it. There's so many guys I'm talking to now, right now, like just have been holding silver for, like, I'm talking to just some people I know, and now they're bringing up, "Oh, I've been holding silver for over 20 years." I'm like, holy shit. And they have physical gold, like hundreds of pounds of it that they have. And finally they're getting rewarded. And they're loving it right now. But there's other metals, guys. It's not just gold, silver,
Mhm.
and like copper, the top three. There's other metals that we can look at, there's lots out there, but a lot don't get talked about, right? It's only the
Nope.
big ones. But there's a lot little ones out there that have gone up 100%, 200% gains. So we'll find those. And also
Oh
when
yeah.
you're stock trading, also looking for those companies, those gold junior miners that we or silver mining companies. Those things have gone up a certain amount. So you don't always have to trade like the big physical gold. You can go in the stock market, you can look at junior miners, and they were a couple dollars, and now they're trading at $30, $40 right now. So there's those are on the investment side too, if you want to buy and hold. If you see a certain sector moving, like following the money, then take it a little further and see like what's going on in there. Same with oil. Crude oil has gone up $10 a barrel. There's oil companies that there's penny stocks, there's mid caps, there's the bigger ones, and those things are all up minimum 50 to 100% right now. So just move with the money. Defense securities, all of these things. That's the beauty of trading, investing, learning, and just move money around. That's what I do. I make some money here, take it out, move it over, compound it, take it out, make some more over there, keep compounding. Yeah, I do take some losses here and there, but the majority of the time it's continuing to build and compound. But I don't lose it all. I don't risk it all on my next investment, my next trade, and wash it all away. So, but guys, this was fun. I had fun. I don't know about you guys, but I had a great time.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
fun. I
this
liked
is
it a lot.
Awesome,
this
guys.
is always great. Hey, plus for
I
me,
got.
you guys.
Sorry,
I have to do
like,
this for Serge, Ron.
what's that?
I have to do this for Serge.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll get him on here
We
too.
we no we want some sniper trading apparel.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'll send you guys some. Okay. I'll send you hoodies.
Sounds awesome.
What size are
I'm
you?
gonna be rocking that every day.
I'll deliver yours to your house. So, as long as you got the
Hey, I
chickens
got some
ready.
cigars and chickens, and oh, we're
Make
we're
sure the
good to
chickens
go.
make sure the chickens are ready because we're gonna be dancing.
Hey, chicken, beef, whatever you need. One of my neighbors has a cow farm. That's where I
Yeah.
get all my beef for the year.
That's
We'll,
yeah, because
we'll sort you out.
beef is gonna go up 25 to 50% in the next coming years. So there's a guys, we can look at that. We can look at cattle, poultry in the soft commodities. I'm telling you right now, like I go to a butcher and he's telling me right now, Ron, the meat prices, beef, chicken are gonna go up in the next 2 years like crazy. So when he told me
Really?
this, coming from a butcher, that's his job. I'm like, we got to look into the future soft commodities market. What is poultry and what is beef trading at right now? What is cattle at? That's how we can make money.
Oh,
I don't know if you
oh,
guys remember in COVID time, soft lumber. I was building a deck at that time in COVID. I was bored, so I was building. When I saw the prices like starting to increase day by day for just 2x4s and fence boards, I'm like, let's go. Dave and I went into the soft lumber market and we started buying futures contracts, and we made enough money by just in the soft lumber that I paid off my entire fence, my deck, just by making that. So it's trading. So you gotta. It's not just always just gold and Dow Jones. Trading is in your everyday life. When you wake up every morning, you can be thinking about what is going on. What can I trade today? So
that's awesome.
if you have a little bit of experience or background knowledge on this, you're like an insider, like that butcher. I'm like, I started teaching the butcher. You know all about this, but you're not like, he doesn't know anything about trading. So I started showing him the soft commodities, poultry, chicken. He's like, Ron, I'm starting to make money. And this is now he knows how supply and demand works, and it's benefiting his business as well. And just talking with the butcher there, it was funny too. And now he's learning how to trade.
That's awesome.
But that's the beauty.
Oh yeah.
Okay, beard butcher guys on channel, they're top. I'll watch it. Oh, see, it's all about the beards. Amrit, you don't have a beard, right?
I did, but I shaved it off because I was like trying to trim it up, and then
Yeah.
I just went, "Zit," and I was like, oh
I'll tell you a
no.
secret, guys. I'll tell you a secret. Here's the sauce. The bigger the beard, the bigger the pips. That's what they say.
Okay
All right.
then.
I
All
gotta grow
right
my
then.
beard back in.
I'm kind of running a stub beard, but okay, I guess this is
That's
gonna
my
stay.
secret sauce. Amrit gave his sauce. Justin gave his sauce. That's my sauce.
What about the white beards, Ron?
Yeah, that's
Mine's turning white.
that's big. Yeah, that's big because those are big pips. That's wise pips in there. Okay,
Even
guys, I had a great time, but the kids are now want to go bowling, so I'm gonna go show off my skills with the bumper bowling there and have some chicken wings. But we'll see you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Thanks so much, guys. I love this. This was recorded. We'll upload this to the website, and we'll see you guys Monday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern. If you guys can do a little bit of homework on the weekend, just have your top down done, for yourself, and then we'll do it for gold, Nasdaq, and US 30. We'll start next week, and just review your journals, guys. Oh, we didn't even talk about that. You're like journaling. Maybe we'll do that on the next call. Justin, just real quick, do you journal? Do you do any journaling?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah,
Emre,
yeah.
what about yourself?
Mine, everything, every trades, every loss. I don't journal my wins. I journal my losses.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a good conversation to have right there. Yeah. So we'll carry that on, guys. That's awesome. But journaling,
Yeah.
in my opinion, is very important. A lot of traders these days frown upon it. They say, I don't have the time to do it. And that's where I'm saying that's where you have to have the time. You got to make time to journal because you'll learn so much. Like Amrit journals his losses. He learns from his loss. I journal everything. I journal my wins, my losses, and my break evens, and I go back. But every trade is a lesson. Every trade is a lesson.
If you look, if you whoever your broker is, if you look, you can. If you didn't say you didn't write down a trade, but you remember it, you can go back in your trade history and
Yeah, it's there.
You can
then
pull it
go
up,
back
yeah.
in the charts and
Yeah,
And
figure
it
it
pull
out
it
pulls
from
up.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
it pulls it up on a spreadsheet for you
It
too.
just takes
So
work, you know
perfect.
what I
Right.
mean? And then some people don't have the time after they did a 3 hour session, 4 hour session of trading. Then but I say you got to make time. I have a rule. For every hour I'm trading, I set aside 15 minutes of review. So if I do a 3 hour session, I better have 45 minutes of review. If I do a 2 hour session trading, I better do 30 minutes of review. Or have some time set aside on the weekend. If I'm trading Monday to Friday and I don't have time to review on the Monday to Friday, I better make time on my Saturday, Sunday. I know everyone says, Ron, that's the weekend, but you can do it when the kids are sleeping. I do it at nighttime. Some days I do it, or I wake up really early Saturday morning, or I do it Saturday night, or Sunday morning, or Sunday night, whatever it is. You got to make time for it. It's got to be done. This will take you to the next level as a trader. And then if you don't do it, you don't have to. There's successful traders that don't journal. I know that. I know them. But for the majority, if you're just starting out and you're learning, journaling is very, very important. You'll learn so much about yourself. You'll learn also, maybe if you're struggling in Tokyo and you're doing really well in, like, let's say New York, maybe then you can shift focus from Tokyo and do more trading in New York, vice versa. You'll learn. Maybe some securities, maybe you're doing really well on gold and you're making some mistakes on Dow Jones, and eliminate Dow Jones for now and concentrate more on gold. You want to go where you have more success. But guys, we could carry this conversation all afternoon, but that was awesome. So thank you
All
guys
good.
for participating. That's awesome. This was the first time we've done this in a long, long time. First time on YouTube we've done this. So I hope they enjoyed it too. And eventually, one time, maybe we'll get some YouTube to hear your voices as well. We'll get some guys from YouTube on here as well. Okay, guys?
Oh yeah,
But
hey Ron,
Absolutely.
just before we go head off,
yeah.
that trade that I was still holding off that one micro finally got shut down, stopped out for 2,100 pips.
Oh man, 2,100 pips.
That's
I'm
awesome.
finally out. I'm finally
Wow.
out of that trade. That's
That's
me.
an
That's me.
Congratulations.
That's an unbelievable hold, Amrit. Congrats, bro.
Yep.
That's big.
Yeah. And it was because of my stupidity. I didn't see a level there. I should have taken that into account, and then I dragged too fast. And now she's returning, and I'm like, oh no.
It's okay. Don't let those woulda, shoulda, couldas
Oh
bother
no,
you.
no,
You
no.
know, I
Like
had to
this
learn
was
that
just
too. Just
this was just me watching technical play out with one micro.
but you'll catch it next time.
Oh yeah.
But that's awesome, guys. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Have a great, great week. weekend, actually, and we'll see you guys Monday morning. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. And for anyone else on Zoom, I want you guys next time to step up, and you guys can talk with us and join. Yeah. We can make this a regular thing. Like Amrit, Justin, you guys can join, and we'll have others. Maybe we'll have
Always
10,
fun.
10 of us talking on here, you know? This is the way how to do
I'm
it.
down for that.
Okay, guys?
I'm down.
Hey, you guys helped me start off when I didn't know anything, so you know I'm always here for you
Thank
guys.
you, man. And I
Whenever, I'm
appreciate
always
that.
here.
But I know. I can count.
100%.
I can count on everybody here. I know. So thank you guys so much. That's why I love
I feel the
doing
same
this.
way.
Thank you, guys. You know, it's all about paying it forward, you know, and you guys are doing that as well. And hopefully others, you're paying it forward to others that, you know, are learning about trading as well. And they can see you guys actually speaking. So it's not always just myself and Dave and others, but we'll get King Borax on here as well. And we'll learn from the boss. we'll learn, we'll learn from the boss on here when he has time.
For
Okay,
sure.
guys. Have a great,
Sounds
great
good.
weekend, everyone. Thank you, everyone on YouTube. If you guys can leave us a like and subscribe to the channel, we appreciate you guys. And I wish everyone a great weekend. Okay, and we'll be celebrating my birthday together Monday morning. We'll see you guys. Okay, I'm turning 20.
Sounds
So.
good. Oh, I thought you were turning 25. What are you talking about?
yeah, we'll see you guys. Have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks so much.
You too, brother. Have a
You
good
too,
one.
Ron. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Amrit. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you guys.
Always.
Of course. Appreciate you.
And if anyone else has some sauce in the future, please come on, share the sauce.
Record.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell it, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure it.